Hello everyone and welcome to the very first bracket race of the Ocarina of Time Randomizer Season 2 tournament. Oh my god, we're finally here after 4 weeks of
baby.
intensive races. Oh my god, it's painful. Damn, this is going to be an interesting race to say the least. We've got our fan favourite winner, ATZ, with us, as well as Kola Osu as the two racers. And today on commentary we have our wonderful two Chimpan Reeves and GT Angel. Say hi, you two.
Hello, hello.
Hello, everybody.
Now, the question on everyone's mind. Who do you think's gonna win? What were your predictions when you put them into challenge?
ATZ.
ATZ is going to go out because it's just, it's default. It's almost a meme at this stage.
ATZ is just gonna do another comeback story
Yep.
where he goes back into loser brackets and just wins it from behind just so he can beat people a second time.
He might as well just stick with that format, so that's what's going to happen,
I mean, it clearly worked.
Yep.
Although I'm basic and predicted that ATZ would win. You don't have the glitchy Mon wildcard, I think.
Oh no, we've got the Cola wildcard.
Well, no, we do have a wild card. It's not Glitchymon this time. It's hang on, let me pull it up. I think it was Used Pizza. I think he's our wild card this tournament.
Ah, that is true.
Yeah, replacing. I forget who it's replacing.
Solly, I believe he's replacing.
Oh yeah. I was like, he's replacing Cloud Ike. Wait, no, he's playing against Cloud Ike. So in the meantime, just a red rupee on the sword chest, so nothing special.
Yep, one check-in. Let's see what Mido's house. First race of the brackets. Come on, Mido. Give me some good.
I want to see this be stacked. We got bomb chews.
Early bomb
That's
choose,
pretty
okay.
good. Valid!
Wait, the validation rupee.
We are instantly valid.
What? Okay.
That's vanilla. That is a vanilla validation rupee.
Oh my god, what?
Wait, is that actually its vanilla location?
I'm almost certain it's in that chest.
Okay, well, that's a good start to the tournament brackets.
Does that mean this isn't randomized?
It means the entire tournament is valid. That's what it means.
Oh, I don't know. I think it means the entire thing's invalid. Oof.
That's the 20 bomb chews stack.
20 bomb chews, that's
incredible.
a good start. I find bomb chews make the most interesting starts to races because, well, maybe not so much 20, but if you get like a 5 or a 10 pack, you see people really sort of picking and choosing where they use the bomb chews. But with a 20 pack, I can't see them struggling too much on their early checks. Do have a divergence in routing already, though.
Yeah, Cola going up straight on to Hyrule Town while Anatomy's doing a variant of the South Grotto route, it looks like. He's gonna go do the boulder down here.
He's going to the ATZ Grotto. He can't really skip that anymore now that it's named after him, so it makes sense. And first hint stone. 50 skulls is dead. Oh, the dream of having the first race with 50 skulls.
And magic in the South Bomb Grotto. So normally this is where I'd be like, lens and magic, this puts so much in logic, but this is the bracket stage.
Oh, he's not going to his grotto. He's
doing the Boulder of Destiny.
One check.
He mentioned that in his routing guide, I think, that he thinks this route is good if you get the bombs early.
Interesting.
And then you can go to the loop later.
I guess it makes sense, certainly for time of day. He's going to make the castle town just before nighttime.
And yeah, as I was mentioning earlier, though, this is the bracket setting, so there's a few changes to the settings for the randomizer. One of the big ones being that lens is only required for the chest minigame.
Yes, and he's got magic straight away, so if he
So yeah, if he makes it into the nighttime, if he remembers, he can actually just check that right away.
Can you imagine if that was to get him something this early? Well,
we got a silver scale.
Silver scale, that's not too bad a find.
So I really like finding an early silver scale because it makes your routing so much more open. You can go through all of Zora's River and Zora's Domain as a child really early, really easily.
Yeah, it makes it a lot less painful to route round Lake Hylia for sure. Especially in the siege, if you don't get Serenade, it really stings.
Yeah, that's often hard to get to. Durnia dances a blue rupee. 40 skulls is dead. 30 skulls is dead. Well, that was fast.
And Desert Colossus is the way of the hero.
Of note, that does include the hands.
That does include the hands.
There is a poll about that, actually.
I believe general consensus is to make them stay as Desert Colossus instead of Spirit Temple. And Cola is going straight to adult. Not messing around.
Makes sense. So, you have the bombs, which lets you do a lot more stuff as adult.
Yep.
And because he went straight to Castletown, I don't think he has the time of day to do the Zelda route easily.
Yeah, he'll have to wait around about 45 seconds, 50 to a minute, to get the time of day where he needs it to be, so...
And yeah, Rob Dog is a prolific member of the... At least don't put dungeon items in the...
Yeah, he's a big advocate in the Discord about making sure that they stay as Desert Colossus.
I think he cares more about the dungeon items not being on the chests. Like, as long as that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I believe it would bring a long shot into play for one of the chests into logic.
And it would make Spirit Key logic even more twisted.
Yeah, as if it's not bad enough. What we did see is that Forest Medallion is vanilla. So if there is a song locked behind Forest Medallion, it is only the Forest Temple that's holding it.
It's pretty good. I didn't even mention that they start with the Spirit Medallion. So only one medallion for the Zelda Light Arrows check.
Yep. Okay, we'll find out in a minute if the treasure minigame does happen to have something.
Wait, what did ATZ do there?
He went to get the egg, and he's come back for Richard.
I thought he got the egg earlier. Maybe that was Cola who picked up the egg earlier?
Yeah, Cola's picked up the egg, and then went straight adult, I believe.
Cola doing Zora's River as adult immediately?
So, see, interesting this, I was watching some of ATC's VODs, and he is an advocate of doing this.
I can't say I fully understand it yet. Especially because you can do it as a child very easily. Like
yeah, if you've got bomb chews, you can just sort of just do it. Oh, getting trolled by the Octorok a little bit there.
ATZ is doing the chest minigame, by the way.
Yeah, I don't blame him.
So. I'm calling hookshot. I'm calling hookshot.
If this has to, I'll scream if this has the hookshot. But in terms of doing this early, if you don't have bombs early and you want to quickly see what's behind there, sort of the river checks, when you can't get access to them as a kid, it's not a terrible shout.
Sacred Forest Meadow is way there. So that's 2 songs, so at least one of them is required.
Yep, and potentially 1 check. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, it's the light arrow! Are you kidding me?
Well, at least that's easy to get, so...
Oh my word.
Well, this is... I don't know how to feel about this so far. This is turning into a very meme first race for the tournament.
Oh my goodness. The first race where Lens Logic specifically and only points to the treasure minigame. It has the light arrows of all things.
That's the second Sacred Forest Meadow hint, by the way.
Yep. Goodness gracious.
Wow, though.
Now, something Cola mentioned in his... we did a survey of people interact with the rando and stuff. Something that Cola mentioned is that he will always give the treasure minigame a go, even without lens, or even without magic. So maybe there's that 1 in 32 chance he'll pull it off early and find
And of course, lens not required for anything. Bottom of the well is still a trap. We just got that hint. So what is this seed?
Wait, I don't have my meme set up for this page. Oh, well, okay. Just imagine my meme here.
And Zora's domain is foolish, so that's both of our foolish hints too.
Yeah, nice and early.
That makes the scale a little sadder.
Yeah. Unfortunately, nothing on King Zora, which is always what we like to see.
Yeah, no blue fire purchasing. It's a little
Yeah.
unfortunate. That is good for Cola, though, chat pointing out. Means Cola doesn't miss anything by not going into the domain.
Yep, got the scale, but doesn't need to do it, so it's definitely convenient. Looks like Cola is off to Death Mountain. Oh no, he's off to.
He's doing Kakariko.
Getting ahead of myself.
So we found the scale and the bomb shoes early, and then light arrows, but we're still looking for the items that unlock a bunch of things now.
Yep, technically.
But there's a lot of stuff available, so. Well, that doesn't unlock anything, but it is a big stick of metal.
Oh yes. I love a sea where you find bigger on sword early.
It makes so many bosses so much easier.
So vanilla Zelda's Lullaby there.
It's convenient.
So we've had vanilla validation check. We've had vanilla Zelda's Lullaby. We've got Forest Temple as the Forest Medallion.
Ooh, I spy a Din's Fire.
Yeah, there's something spicy on the windmill.
Shadow is a stone this seed, though. Ooh, Cola not making the first jump. We are one item away from, like, getting into Shadow Temple. Assuming that's a real Din's Fire.
Yeah, it could be a trap. And worth pointing out that windmill HP as well as the man on the are expected tricks now that we're in the brackets.
That is a real Din's Fire! And medallions are in dungeon rewards, by the way. It is randomized which dungeon, but you can find out by checking the pedestal, which the runners, at least Cola, has done. And Vanilla Song of
Vanilla
Storms.
Song of Storms.
This seed is so vanilla.
Goodness. As someone playing this here, if they actually just given them a normal game to play.
Well, we had the light arrows and minigames, so... not completely normal. As much as you might wish it to be, that would be it.
Okay, Andrew, what we got? Just a bit of love from Andrew there, but nothing more.
But it's the worst kind of love. It's unrequited love.
Oh, but it's Andrew, you know? And you can't moan her for that.
Yeah. I mean, it's just sad on her part. Like, she has all this love for Link, but Link only loves his horse.
Okay, ATZ getting the cuckoos in early.
And yeah,
We know
ATZ has
from,
done this kind of route a few times, by the way. It's a little
Yeah.
unusual, but it lets you do, like, the chickens checks, a little bit of stuff around here, and it lets you get a head-on skull mask.
Yep, and as we know from previous,
Hello.
this check has been quite important.
Hello, Crimson.
Hello, hello.
We made it.
Oh, it's Crimson.
Look,
He's joined us.
Look who finally decided to appear.
Yes, I got time zoned.
What do you
I am
mean?
so sorry.
Okay, there is a hook shot in the graveyard on the bean.
And we also got the eye drops just a moment ago.
Yeah.
I think it's more like you got daylight savings timed, Crimson.
Yeah.
By the way, all three of you are welcome to just commentate for this one since you're all already here, so feel free to stay.
Okay, and yeah, I hopped in because Crimson got daylight savings timed. Now he is here. So we'll just
Yes,
try
I-
cast, I suppose.
Thank you, and my apologies.
What more could you want from race 1, eh? A triple caster.
I mean, day one is actually filled with a ton of races. Like, in, I want to say, 1.5 hours, we've got another race between Spike Vegeta and Hulgarin. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then, 4 hours later on from that, we've got all the top 32, well, most of them, participating in a special race. I don't even know about this race, and I'm the one streaming it, so I'm really afraid of what Trez has planned for this, but...
Well prepared. I'm excited for that one.
And that's gonna be good. Whatever
I've
comes out of it.
No idea what it is, but I'm mad hype.
As long as it doesn't kill my sanity.
Oof, sanity's a very key word, I think.
I was wondering why ATZ opened up the grave and then left, but it's because he doesn't have the ability to kill all the keys in the first room.
No, he's just got one stick. So
I've gone in there with like nothing, or like having to like figure out how to kill them, and it's painful.
yeah.
It's also like whenever you get into you get like a few bomb chews and you get into like the South Grotto with the Deagle Scrub, and you're like, wait, I can't kill this thing without wasting a bomb chew.
I just do that with Goma. Sometimes I'll just get soft lock in Goma. Like, oh, it's fine, I've got a stick, and then you can't use broken stick with just one, and that's it.
You can, you just have to jump slash. You can do it, it just takes a lot longer for that fight.
Okay.
Yeah, ATZ making the play over to Zora's River, which makes a lot of sense when you find the hook shot on that bean location.
Yep, no boomerang, so let's go get some beans.
Yep, and you can do all the checks around here too. You can even go into Zora's domain just to go to Lake Hylia and do that south route that you put off earlier.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he's going to carry on with the rest of the river, or whether he'd bail and go straight to the graveyard.
I think if you're here, you go go through the river. It's not like hookshot unlocks anything that you're gonna do here, so it's fine to put it off.
That's true. Looks like Cola has gone back to child. It's a very quick adult 1 cycle.
Just get in the
Yeah.
heat.
That's normally what you do. You see the, just go into, what's it called? Go into Kakariko. He also did the river, but then you usually go back to Child. Child just has so many checks.
ATZ feeling a little poor at the minute, and he's getting some money off the frogs.
Yep, I mean, if you're here. ATZ unfortunately does not have Song of Storms. That was vanilla, so you have to be an adult.
Yep. Zora's River's like the streets of Nashville. You get paid for music.
But only once per song.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
They are not the Cantina band, unfortunately.
Yeah, the crowds, they need something new every time. They get bored very quickly.
Yep. Well, either way, it could still be like the streets of Nashville because you got hot chicken on in Zora's River as well. So
Nothing hot about these chickens.
and nothing hot about that check either. It's just a recovery heart.
And yeah, chat mentioned ATZ could go to Lost Woods through the shortcut, but I think it's more likely he'll go to Lake Hylia and do Lake Hylia and Gerudo Valley, because that's a really nice way to get those checks out of the way. ATZ's route kind of working out very nicely, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the standard ATZ luck. He does something and it works. And you do the same thing and it doesn't work.
Never punished. You make one decision and it hurts you every time. Spot on.
Every time.
Yep. He's going into the domain. I assume he's just going to go straight to the lake.
As long as he remembers the hint. I think he saw the hint.
I think he saw the hint. I think one of the hints is actually
I don't think.
Yeah, he's definitely seen the hint.
He's just farming some sticks and nuts. Yeah, convenient that there's that pot with a stick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Cola is off to Lon Lon Ranch. Let's see what song awaits him. No warp songs yet.
Yeah, but we do have ZL and Storms. Storm's not that useful just because it only unlocks 3 checks.
Yeah, but thankfully we know that the well is a bait, so even though they've got the song, they don't have to be trapped by the well.
Yeah, they know it's a bait before they go in, which is the best
way. He
way.
is going to the lake.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, what's
Ooh, is that
what's that?
strength down there?
I think so. Did he see it?
I think he's gonna come back for it.
Do scarecrow fishing. Come back for strength. I couldn't quite tell what that was.
Chat's saying it might be a gold rupee though.
Yeah, it was definitely gold. I just couldn't tell the shape.
I thought it looked like strength 1 as well, but...
I mean, it makes sense to come back for it because he has to go plant the bean, or he doesn't actually have to plant the bean. Actually, he should. He should.
Unfortunately, Talon just with a blue pea. Let's see if Malon is nicer. Get a nice, tasty warp song.
Yep, Bolero of Fire.
I feel like she has Bolero of Fire so often.
I mean, it matches her hair.
It's true.
Oh, thematic. I like it. 10th asking how many beans. I believe he bought 2 beans.
Yeah,
I
so
don't-
he
I
might
didn't
he
see
might
him
not
buy more than
actually he might not actually plant the bean here. At that point, it's a gamble as to whether that hook shot's real or not.
Yeah, if I were him, I wouldn't plant the bean. You know, you got a reasonably high chance of that hook shot being a hook shot.
And ATZ having some trouble with his fish.
Just a red rupee in the back of the barn.
He doesn't want any part of going home with ATZ today.
This fish! It is a discerning fish. He wants only the highest quality fishing. Like, you better have the best stuff.
There he goes. Knowing he's not getting any better, he's like, alright then, I'll give in.
But was this value or not? That's the question.
$5, let's go. There it is!
Fish made him work for that money.
Highly valued.
That's what it.
Not
That's
even,
what it.
not even a rupee a pound.
That's what it's teaching you to. That's what it's teaching is responsibility. It's like you got to work hard for your $5, man.
Spent 20 to get in here, but you know we'll work hard and we'll give you 25% of what you made. Okay, well we can only assume it is a gold rupee. He's gone straight past it. He's not planting the bean.
Yeah, Raikaru linked a thing in chat, and it does look like a gold rupee. But the angle definitely made it look spiky enough.
Yeah, I didn't quite see it, but we'll trust chat.
It feels a little weird going from Lake Hylia to Gerudo Valley. Normally it's the opposite.
Okay, business scrub number 1. Another $5. Oh, he's getting mugged. Something proper. All right, song
Was that
of
a
time.
vanilla?
Another vanilla song. I'll be honest. This isn't rando anymore.
Nope.
That's
So-
three out. That's
So
3
all the
out
songs
of 4.
are vanilla as long as you assume that Malon always teaches Bolero of Fire.
Yeah, exactly. 3 out of 4 vanilla songs.
Chat, don't you hide. I see you sitting there being like, "Ooh, what could be behind River Chest?"
I mean, I hope something's behind River Chest because I'm a sadist.
Unfortunately, we can't get like the light arrow bait there because we already know where those are.
Yeah, that's true.
Because that's the best way to get all dungeons when you're watching. Is the runners think it's not fine until they find the light arrow hint is like behind all dungeons.
Crimson, that's something you'd have missed. So, ATZ's routing early on, he took him to the boulder on South Hyrule Field, which gave him magic. He got Lens in Mido's house. Lo and behold, the treasure minigame has the light arrows.
Wow.
Couldn't believe it.
We just found a wallet in the Deku tree
Deku tree.
and a shield,
Never buy shield, folks.
except for the Deku shield. You can buy that.
Yeah,
one.
the Deku shield, always buy that.
Also, to be fair, if you don't have a shield late in the seed, it's good to buy one. I have died to the Stalfos and Forest Temple because of my hubris, and I won't do that again.
Speaking of shields,
ATZ finding the better shield.
Never buy a shield, ladies and gentlemen.
There is actually a time when the mirror shield isn't better. It destroys Octorok projectiles. So
Yeah, it doesn't. You'd think that a mirror shield, which is designed for reflecting, doesn't reflect things that are shot at it.
Especially like, you know, like, you feel like the BMOS beam, it's a laser. Lasers are comprised of light.
Yeah, I'm
I think it's
upset that the
designed-
mirror shield
Obviously,
not
it's-
killing BMOS makes me sad.
Obviously, BMOs just shoot out plasma.
And there's another shield for Cola. He's drowning in shields.
He had to check it again just to make sure. He couldn't believe it! This is a great night we have here at OOTRW.
He's just hoping that they're eventually going to stack. So, Rob Dog, if you want to take the hint to start stacking Deku shields, that would be superb. Much appreciated.
What would happen when you stack Deku shields?
Well, just, you know, when they inevitably get burnt by that annoying Keese in the Spirit Temple, which happens to me 5 times out of 10, then you could just pull out a second one, because you've already collected 4 on your way there.
It's the fire keys in the well that are more dangerous, I've got to say.
Yeah, you say that those keys in the Spirit Temple burn you out 5 out of 10 times, but the ones in the well burn me 1 out of 2, so...
Now, I wonder if ATC is going to make this. Nope. But I don't think he planned to. He's off to CAC.
Why is he off to CAC?
Potentially Dampe, I guess.
Oh yeah, Dampe would be good. That's smart, actually. So smart.
And of course, yeah, planting the bean for the graveyard. Get that
Yeah.
hook shot.
And he can also, do the grave now. He has some sticks and nuts. In the meantime, Cole is on his way to Goma.
A beautiful showing at the Scrubs.
Well, that's us 3 right here, right? The most beautiful showing of Scrubs you could ever ask for.
That's right.
23 is number 1. And yeah, it's kind of funny. ATC still hasn't been to Lon Lon Ranch.
Oh, eye drops.
Dampe, just with a piece of heart. No love there.
Hey, that's love.
But do you want that sort of love from Dampe? You know? It's not even a full heart container, it's just a piece. He's just being a massive tease.
I mean, it's more than, what's her name gave you? Anju.
Yeah, but it was a recovery. Ah, bomb bag on Goma.
Ooh.
Very nice.
That'll
No.
be convenient. Don't have to worry about your bomb shoes anymore.
Yep, no bomb chew concerns anymore for Cola.
Rob Dog, Deku First might sound like it wins, but they got a 20 bomb shoe stack from Mido House, so... Didn't actually need that too bad.
I'm pretty sure Rob Dog was trying to convince ATC before this race to rush Deco Tree, like before, as soon as he started the game. Like, ignore.
Oh my god, it's a Nella Sun song! Are you?
What the heck?
Alright, so...
Who rolled this? I claim shenanigans.
So,
Sorry.
the most songs that I've ever had in a seed, be vanilla, is 4.
Well,
And we're quickly...
we've already got 4. This is ludicrous.
Can we break it?
And
Or-
Shadows are stone, so the chances of it being on Burning Cack are actually pretty high right now.
I swear I pressed the rando button. I swear to God I did that, okay?
Did you
I mean,
switch it to one?
we had one that was random.
Yeah, worth knowing that ATZ did fail flame storage there. He won't be getting that check, whatever it might be.
Well, he can come back as an adult. He'll have Din's Fire at that time.
Yeah, that is true.
It's so weird having Din's Fire and magic this early in a seed.
It's nice being able to go into the Deku tree and just, dinsing one of the webs.
Ooh, Goron Tunic. Convenience item.
On half a heart, I wouldn't complain at that, thinking about the Fire Temple.
Ooh, the Skull Kid's giving a hefty sum for that performance there.
Yep.
Right after Cola gets a wallet, too.
Rolling in bank.
Ain't gotta worry about money.
Ooh, and ATZ is gonna grab some skulls.
Yeah, could never really pass these skulls up if you're in CAC as a child. Way too valuable.
There's
Just
so
in
many.
case.
By the way, big shoutouts to the pain.
Saying that, he's not caring for the other three. He's off.
One of my favorite changes is the skulls telling you how many you have on the same
Oh, it's beautiful.
one text box. Nice.
Mm-hmm. Super nice quality of life change for it. For sure.
So what is ATC gonna do now? I think he's going to Castletown because he played Sun Song.
Yeah, I think he'll go adult now.
That wouldn't surprise me.
Grab his hook shot.
So ATC has been a child for 30 minutes and he hasn't gone to Lost Woods. He hasn't gone to Lon Lon Ranch. Like this is not what you do.
It's interesting. But I am never going to question his routing ever in a million years.
I mean, it all makes sense.
Yeah.
Like
There's a
the
reason
only
he's first and I was 116th, so...
I am probably further back than 116th. I only did one race, so I don't even get any points. Yeah, I mean, what ATC is doing all makes sense. It's just funny how it works out.
Okay, picking up the Keaton mask. I highly doubt he's going to cash that in.
Well,
Although,
you get to eat your words.
saying that, he's back off. He's going straight back. Not something I'd have expected him to do right now. I guess if he gets this done, he can then go
Die,
to
die,
Deku
die.
Tree.
Ah,
Oh, he gets the roll. Vanilla Soria song!
We got 5! We got 5! No way!
This is ridiculous!
No way!
This is absolutely insane. I mean, the validation rupee was one thing, but 5 songs? Ludicrous!
Oh my!
now the question is that the way of the hero song?
That's a good point. And there's the second Desert Colossus way of the hero hint.
Mm-hmm. I guess we'll soon be finding out.
Piece of heart on the gilded chest in the water temple, so no need to worry about that.
Convenient.
Goodness gracious.
ATZ still at half a heart.
Well, the one thing we do know is that Darunia is dead, so if Saria is way of the hero, then potentially it gets a Forest Temple.
Forest Temple, Skull Kid.
Well, we've got Skull Kid right here, so let's see if that is perhaps what is for.
What you got for us, Mr. Skull Kid?
That's magic!
Which is not way of the hero.
No, technically that is the logical magic. Because
it's
ATC
not-
got magic under a boulder without...
It's still not way of the hero though, because the
No,
other
but-
magic is available.
No, but it's only available underneath bomb shoes. And he doesn't...
There's the bomb maggot.
Yeah, but we haven't found a slingshot yet. So technically,
that's true.
that is the logical magic. So that could be the way of the hero hint for Saria's song there.
Yeah, I guess until the other magic is in logic.
Yeah, the slingshot could be deep fire even. Who knows? But I believe that is the logical magic in the seed so far. Until we see otherwise, I'm gonna go with that.
I always forget about that slingshot requirement for Deku Tree, because you don't use slingshot for anything.
Slingshot's Way of the Hero stuff makes me real sad.
It does. It makes me.
Oh,
sad,
goodness.
too.
I got trolled by that super hard the other day. It was awful.
Oh, Cola has double defense, apparently. I don't know where that happened. And Cola going back to get some beans, it looks like.
I believe it was in Sacred Forest Meadow Grotto. Might be wrong. It was either the scrub or the meadow. It was one of those two checks.
So, Frogs won. Yes,
All
yay
right.
or nay?
If this is something, then Anat's gonna feel the burn there, because I can't see him going back for it.
And it is...
Let's see.
Some dancing frogs give you...
A heart container.
Just a heart container.
I mean, it's not a waste of your time, but...
Excuse me, not just any heart container, it's double defense, thank you very much.
No, he had that already.
No, he already had that.
Oh, okay, maybe I haven't been paying attention then. My bad.
Get back to restreaming, Void. No one invited you here.
This is why I'm not a commentator, okay? Leave me alone.
Discount Trez giving everyone fake news.
Discount dress.
Excuse me? I can get rid of you just as fast as you're in here, GTA. Don't even try and threaten me. Don't call me discount dress again, okay?
Oh, can we change his title on Discord to Discount Trend?
No one is doing that.
Oh man.
Well, that's sticking. There's no way that's not sticking.
Oh, joy. Well, I guess some discount Trez.
Oh dear. In the meantime, we've got ATZ finally off the Deku Tree.
If one of the mods hasn't already, can they just change my name already to discount Trez for the... Yep, it's already done. We're good.
Dotso, you champion. Thank you very much. Oh, magnificent.
Light arrows were in the chess minigame. Making use of that lens.
Yep, making use of that fresh, spicy bracket lens logic.
Actually, give me
immediately
a second.
paying off.
There we go. Now on stream, I'm discount Trez.
Fantastic.
But hey, at least that means it's only half your fault.
Oh.
That's assuming the discount is 50%. It could be a 75% discount.
This could be thrift store style discount.
Or is it a bulk discount?
Maybe it's one of those discounts where they raise the price and then make it a discount so it costs the same in the end.
Maybe it is like a humble bundle version of Trez where you can pay what you want.
Actually, I think Humble Bundle is the most appropriate considering I'm not getting paid.
Okay, well, both runners just catching up on checks. We've already seen...
I'm sorry, I have to point this out. Buy one Trez, get 2 Voids free.
See, it's a good thing I got time zoned. We wouldn't have had that joke otherwise.
I have to justify my existence somehow.
I can still kick you from this call if you make any more. Don't try it.
I've got to be on my best behavior. Or at least be funny, one of the two.
Just let me sit and cry in my corner.
I'm not stopping you, buddy. Cry away.
ATZ getting all his shields now.
Inundated in shields. Cola's using bombs to try and kill Keese to really bad success. There we go.
I mean, if it's really bad success, it's still success. He's timing these pretty well, actually.
I'll let him off. He got the other 3 fine. He missed the first 2, but I'll pretend that didn't happen.
And Cola doesn't have to do any trickery with flame storage. He can just grab his chest. Just a recovery heart, though. Oh man, if ATZ had gotten that, he wouldn't have had the beeping heart sound the entire time.
And you've got to say that Cola is either a little unlucky or that is a... Checked on what Cola has. And they've been nothing so far. Just in terms of the extra cleanup, such as Frogs 1 and that check there. Very clean B1 skip by ATZ there.
Yep, but he's having a bit of trouble getting this torch. There you go. I have fallen back down trying to do that so many times, I just don't do it anymore.
Yeah, I've stopped. Like, if I have bombs, I'll try it, because I know getting back up is fine. If I don't, I'll just push the block the entire way. I'm like, nope, stuff this. I'm not falling back down again.
I mean, now you can just do flame storage there, or you can fast push the block. And, I mean, ATZ also has Din's Fire, so you could do that too.
Yeah. Fast push.
Wait, no, ATZ doesn't have Din's. He didn't do adult CAC yet.
No, he's not even been adult yet.
It seems atypical of ATZ to choose to not take that early adult route, but he almost always has a reason for it.
Yeah, well, the bombs, well, the early bomb choose have definitely swayed some decisions here.
And the scale. Like, both of those, I think, changed ATZ's routing a lot.
Yeah.
Plus, ATZ always does different routes a lot of the time. And Yoshi-Khan the Seed has been a bit of a meme. We've had, what is it, five or six vanilla songs, vanilla validation rupee, Len's Way of the Hero.
Greatest memes I've seen in a while on a seed. It's a shame we know that King Zora is dead.
Yeah, we can't get that much of a meme, but if it wasn't rare, it wouldn't be fun.
That is true.
So yeah, Kolo grabbing some more Skulltulas that ATZ skipped. Come on. So I forget, did ATZ get his Skull Mask, or did he stop at the Keaton Mask and not turn it?
I didn't see him get his Skull Mask. That hint confirming that we'll at least have another shuffle song with Prelude of Light being on Bolero. So they're not all vanilla.
Yep.
What I would have quite enjoyed is if Bolero had Epona's song and then everything else was.
That would be amazing. Maybe Epona's song will be on Prelude check.
Oh, come on, Vanilla Requiem. Let's do this.
Oh, I can't believe the Skull Kids song that they teach you is vanilla. 5 notes and they give you something?
Give you a lot of something.
Yeah.
ATZ cashing in just as good as Cola.
Bill Gates?
Feels so nice to get a gold rupee when you actually have a wallet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Minimal wastage.
So yeah, Cola's probably gonna go adult. I can't imagine Cola does what Anatomy did, which by like going for the masks.
No, I can see Cola going to Dodonga's cavern very soon. But he's going to get his light arrows.
There was the double defense.
Yeah.
That was on that scrub.
I want to point out, ATZ has 4 hearts, so that double defense actually might help.
Yeah. Oh, Richard is not quite playing along here. I managed to break Richard yesterday.
What?
And I don't know how.
What did you do to Richard?
So I just rolled into him, you know, like you would a normal Richard, and he stopped moving. He didn't run around, he didn't follow me, he literally... And I had to leave the screen and come back for him to fix himself.
You scared him!
I just completely broke him.
I just had a thought. The lady is kind of snooty, right?
Yes.
What if she named her dog Richard without knowing whether it was a boy or a girl dog, and it's a girl dog?
I would shoot. I would name it Snooty. Like just pets are a reflection of their owners most of the time. So
See, I mentioned
Oh!
earlier that Cola will try the treasure game every time once without the lens, and there it is. First chest. First chest.
But
Not caring.
Cola, Cola.
To his credit, he gets an extra validation rupee. So I mean, I don't know what y'all are like. Oh, come on, he gets an extra rupee.
Well, Cola's memeing, so
Is this now Cola's treasure game?
he can no longer lose in spirit.
But can he lose in shadow?
I hated that. Terrible. Feel ashamed of yourself.
Talk about feeling ashamed of yourself, it's time for Discount Trez to sell out. So, if you like what you are seeing today, and if you want to support the ZSR channel for all the streaming they do towards tournaments just like this one, then please feel free to subscribe to the channel. We have got sub goals on the way. We have the Zelda Rando Relay Race coming up. With A Link to the Past, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, and the Wind Waker randomizer all lined up. So if we get to 200 subs, then I think that would be quite a nice little race to watch. So yeah. Other than that, we still do have the Lost vs. Trez All Sanity race with the crowd control thing that is coming up soon as that's done programming. But yeah, if you want to support anything we do, please feel free to sub to the channel, and yeah.
Perfect. Thank you, Discount Trez. What is our current sub count?
Current sub count is at 130.
130. Okay, we need 70 to get that incredible relay race on the go. We've had a few today. Thank you to those.
Mm-hmm. Including a couple of continuations of gift subs.
Everyone likes a chain.
Yep, and subs get you cool emotes, like CSR Love and Blame Trez.
And Ganon's Toilet, which is the best one.
I'm really afraid that the next emote is going to be Discount Trez now. I'm very afraid.
Just Trez with a slash through a $sign. I like it. Okay.
There needs to be a panda in there somewhere.
Cola getting his prelude. I imagine he will go straight back.
Conveniently, you can prelude out.
Yes.
And ATZ committing to not being a child, not being an adult.
Yeah, he's pretty much going to finish the seed as not an adult, I think.
You gotta get them wrong warps in there. I mean, everybody's gotta have a meme DQ for some reason, am I right?
Will it get to an hour without a single adult cycle? Let's see. Why is he checking Darunia? It's dead. Maybe he doesn't know that. I can't remember where that hint was. Could have sworn he had that hint, but never mind.
Maybe he just really wanted that 5 rupees.
He likes blue Jolly Ranchers.
Yeah,
okay.
Fair.
Those are some of the best Jolly Ranchers.
Oh, they are the best. Anybody who tells me otherwise can fight me, unless they also think that all the rest of the Jolly Ranchers are also great. Because if you don't think Jolly Ranchers are great, you can fight me.
I think you should stop glowing.
The two best flavors are the blue and the cherry.
You should just stop glowing over the fact that you Americans have Jolly Ranchers. That'd be
I was
wonderful.
gonna say, what the hell's a Jolly Rancher? I've never had one.
So Jolly Ranchers, when I was 5, England used to have Jolly Ranchers because I used to buy them from my auntie's shop, and then they stopped selling them in England, and it was horrible. And for about 15 years, I didn't actually know what they were. I just remembered these amazing sweets I used to have as a kid. And then my friend bought me some American sweets, and I was like, oh my god! Amazing.
I mean, there's an American candy store. Maybe I can buy some from there.
They are delicious.
Well, the blue ones and the cherry ones are the best. I'll tell you that right now.
They are the only
sweets.
sweets.
They probably do.
Okay.
They're the only
Yeah,
sweets
yeah, they
that
do.
Americans do. They're actually any good. Fight me on that.
Grape is the worst flavor, by the way.
There's a lot of there's
I
a lot of
misheard
fighting
that.
words.
I very
About
misheard that. Holy crap.
Grape is almost always the worst flavor when it comes to like candies.
No,
I think you should stop.
no,
Who invited you here?
I just misheard the word you said.
Oh my god!
It's a trap! I can't, after all that! It's a trap. Oh my god.
Oh,
And ATC hasn't planted a bean in the lake! Thinking the hook shot's legit, he didn't plant the bean.
I told you you should plant that bean.
What is this seed? Oh my god.
Oh man, if Lake Hylia is where the hookshot is, that would be the best.
Oh my word. I need to ask them about that later on. What a troll.
ATC conveniently turning in his Keaton mask here.
Goodness.
Well, that kind of derailed some plans. Luckily, Cola still has some stuff to do.
Yes, luckily Cola can still go and do the Dodongu's Cavern. But, oh my god. I can't believe that was a trap.
that is
Think
nothing
of-
short of
think of-
phenomenal.
The anticipation
I have
they'd
seen-
had after 35 minutes.
I think every seed with a, like... So I think I've seen one seed with a foolish item that wasn't hookshot. That was like a Din's Fire. But every other time I've seen foolish items, there's been a hookshot somewhere.
Most of my foolish items are one of the gemstones, so Din's, Pharaoh's Wind. I had a Nehru's Love one the other day, which thankfully I didn't get because it was on the Gerudo Valley crate.
Oh yeah,
And had I have got it, I would have been completely screwed.
I remember the seed where everyone fell prey
Yep.
to the ice trap and lost their chickens. on that
Yeah, I think
way.
it was fire arrows, wasn't it? It was fire arrows.
Cola did do bowling. There's nothing on here.
Yep, completely garbage is bowling, unfortunately.
But hey, you get to bomb the lady.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's see if Dodongo's Cavern hoards anything nice.
Maybe it has the hook shot.
If he gets both from here. Really committing to not to. Oh no, is he finally going adult? 52 minutes. We're finally seeing adult 1.
The latest adult one I've ever seen while personally watching one of ATZ's races.
Yeah. That is a very late one.
Yeah, ATZ is going to be following in Cola's footsteps for a while, but remember that ATZ has done like all of the South Hylia routing, all of
Yep.
Gerudo Valley stuff. So
But he hasn't got anything from it.
yeah, so if Cola
He's
never
done a
goes
load
back
of it.
there,
Yeah, he's done a lot of the checks, but if Cola finds progression here, and it just keeps on going and going, then he will really benefit from not having done all those checks.
oh yeah, there was the mirror shield.
Oh yeah, no, you are right. Mirror Shield on Gerudo Valley.
Don't thank me, thank chat. Spirit is a medallion though, so that mirror shield is required this seed.
Mm-hmm.
So what are the stones? Deku, fire, and oh god. Those are some painful stones.
I've passed worse.
So the worst stone in my opinion is forest.
Yeah, I completely agree. Because chances of doing forest in a seed is pretty high. You don't need many items to go and do it, so the temptation to do it, even though it's a stone, is always there.
This is probably not all dungeons. It's only Song of Time, so
Yeah, I'd say forest fire, and Deku are sort of the worst stones. Even though you're probably going to do Deku anyway, it always feels bad doing it. It has nothing, and it's a stone. It's just ugh.
that I don't feel bad about Stone Deku too much because you're doing it anyway, so it doesn't matter that it's a stone. It just means your seed's gonna take a little longer.
True, but it does mean anything you find in Deku could likely be a trap because it's just not required.
Mm-hmm.
It could lead you down a real bad road.
So nothing in Dodongo's cavern, I think, yet.
No, you know what? I think he's got a blue rupee on every single check.
Well, there's 2 more in here. What is Tresco talking about?
Pregnancy tests, apparently. Not going to ask.
Is this just like a Markov chain bot? So ATZ picking up his Din's Fire. Oh, apparently it's someone's name in chat.
Oh, okay.
There is a settings
Another-
preset for this tournament, by the way, for anyone that wants to play with the same settings.
Another blue pea in Dodongo's cavern. So unless the old big lizard himself has something, it's been a really uneventful Dodongo's cavern.
Yeah.
Is he a
Which
lizard?
makes you wonder where is next.
Is Dodongo a lizard?
I mean, I'd go lizard.
He's a roly boy!
Maybe he's just like a really hard frog.
Excuse me? I'm just imagining. No, we won't
Can
even
you just,
talk
like-
about that. We're moving on from that.
Envision how they eat Gorons. They literally just stick their tongues out. Just pull them straight in.
It makes the Yoshi sound.
I said
Right.
we're not talking about this.
Oh dear, well the big lizard frog only has a piece of...
Every time ATZ found out that he is a fool.
Dodongo launched his own brand of hard lemonade called Frog's Hard Lemonade.
I'm not sure how I feel about that, buddy.
Do you want to?
Or Mike's Hard Froginade.
No, that was just
No?
bad.
Okay.
Sorry.
Well, that's why I'm here. So you gotta have something to balance it out.
Can't all be winners.
I've never managed to get 49 seconds on a damn pay race.
I'm happy if I'm like under 55.
Still at 49 for BB.
Now, I'm thinking Death Mountain Crater has to have something. Or at least the fairy on the trail. There's not actually many...
Well, we've got this Song of Storms check. We've got Goron City as adult. Like, we've got the Boulder Maze, but I don't think we've seen that.
No, I don't think we have. But... there's not actually as many checks left in terms of what they can do. So something has to give soon.
Yeah, what are they missing besides the stuff that's like right around here? Like, there's Skull Mask still out there. Skull Mask camera. I mean, a hookshot would be amazing if like
I
that's
think-
where you have to go.
So technically, because they've got the scale, Lake Hylia adult is all in logic. So if something's not there or on the Skull Mask, then the logic is way over my head. But I imagine something's got to be there or in Goron City real soon.
And come on, we another piece of heart. And
Oh, we've got the Lake Hylia
Oh
bean
my.
location. We've got the crater bean.
Yeah, that's true. We do have Crater Bean as well. I didn't see what was on the volcano. I'm not sure if I don't think
we've seen it.
I saw it. I saw a gold rupee in the crater wall, but other than that, I don't know what else is there.
What does Link the Goron have for us? Is it better than the recovery heart?
No.
Nope.
Yeah. Wow.
Barely. I mean, technically it's better.
Yep.
Is he going to check the? Nope, not checking the hint of Medigoron. He is off to buy bombs. Yet, little low.
A little convenient that place where you need a lot of bombs, you can buy bombs. And yeah, Cola can go dip into fire. And if there's nothing here, he might just have to go back to Child and do like some cleanup. Get some beans.
Okay,
That looks
just
like a bloopy.
Just a bloopy on the volcano.
There really isn't that much left. Like,
Nope. There honestly is. There's Skull Mask, there's Adult Fishing, there's Adult on top of the lab, and then there's... I guess you've got the Castle Fairy, and the one on top of the trail.
I forgot about the fairies, yeah, they have ZL. Although both of those are locked behind bombs, so they can't logically be the first thing you find.
Okay, there's a gold scale.
Well, that's a couple things.
Chat correctly pointing out that the minuet check could very well lead to something. That's the...
Desert Beanstalk is nothing.
is dead, so... We've got the two chests and the fairy as something that
And
is
the
way of
song.
the hero. Of course, yeah, and the song. Based off what songs are left, I would be surprised if it was one. If it's Nocturne, that would certainly be interesting.
I mean, you can, with Nocturne, get into Shadow, so if you get that, you can go in.
Yeah, but as a stone, that would feel quite bad. What we got here?
A
Just a Poe and
Poe!
a ball.
Regular Poe, though. I mean, I remember a seed where the runners found, like, 3 big Poes in bottles, and, like, I think it was Dotso also, like, actually went and caught a Poe.
Just 4. All in his inventory. Okay. Cola really is running out of checks now. The chances of Skull Mask being something is getting higher and higher.
It would be kind of funny. I kind of hope it's not Skullmaster, just because that would be such an advantage for ATZ. But we definitely don't know all the hints. We're still missing 2 Way of the Hero hints.
Yeah, 2 Way of the Heroes. We've got the Barons. We've got... we haven't got Frogs 2. But I think, other than that, we know everything else. We know all of the Skulls are dead, Bigoron's dead, Ocarina of Time is Song of Time. So I was then about to say Breath of the Wild because I wrote BOTW. Bottom of the Well is dead.
I mean, I don't think there's any items for us in Breath of the Wild either.
No, I'm not going to get Crim started on Breath of the Wild. We could be here for a while, hearing about his deep hatred of that game.
I haven't actually played the game. I don't have a Switch. A little sad.
Switch is great. A fine console. Oh, Cola getting really trapped there.
Oh!
Cola got speared.
Rob Dog really hating on Breath of the Wild. I think I've started to regret.
Oh, Cola's gonna do the glitchless strat here.
Yeah, the cheeky little jump off the edge. I have not managed to do this successfully.
I've done it before, but I can't get it super consistent.
Nah, he's tried once, he's giving up.
Don't get speared! Okay, he made it. So this will be a new check for us, though.
Yeah, we haven't seen this. Chat pointing out that a Pona song would make sense in terms of blowing the seed wide open. We could also see... I'm thinking maybe Requiem to get whatever item is behind the... even then the fairies have logic in it, so...
Moblin's not treating Cola so friendly at all.
No, not having a great time.
I want to point out, the hitbox on that, like, club is massive. It is larger than the club.
Okay, that's Nocturne.
Well, that's 2 items.
Interesting.
That also means really early Skull Mask for Cola if he goes back for it. Not dipping into Shadow?
Nope.
Oh, wait, he
apparently
can't
not.
get through. Never. Yeah, no hovers or hookshot.
Light arrow cutscene, just a heart container.
So yeah, we're losing our vanilla song chain, fortunately.
Yeah, they had to die eventually, but it was good while along.
5 is nothing short of impressive.
I've
though.
never seen 5 vanilla songs, and I don't think I ever will ever again. Well, I'd never play the original game.
Yeah, I am surprised that Cola didn't dip into fire.
No fire dip, no shadow dip. He's off to do the skull mask.
Couldn't do the shadow dip.
Why can't he do shadow dip?
No hookshot or hovers, so you can't get in.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Ignore me. Of course.
It's the Misery Mire effect. You're like, oh man, I got all the stuff to get in here, and then you walk inside and you're like, I'm an idiot. Yeah.
So, we're down to 3 checks. Well, 4, I guess. We've got the first check in fire, we've got 2 checks at Lake Hylia, and we've got Skull Mask. In terms of logical checks, anyway. I know we've got a few extras, but they are the logical checks that are left. I believe. Oh, and 10 and 20 skulls, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I forget about those.
Yeah, this could be one of the seeds where you have to farm 20 skulls really early. I mean, he got a bottle, so that helped. Although, where was the bottle again? That was the
Crater. That was the fairy on top of the crater.
So that's not in logic. Well, you can get 10 skulls for pretty much nothing. 20, I'm not sure. I don't know skull logic very well. I do know that there's a skull that might require Pharaoh's Wind. But other than
Let's not talk about that skull. truly the worst skull in the game.
that's not the worst skull. I don't know. There's some terrible skulls out there.
Any skull which forces you to use Pharaoh's Wind to get
if you
in any
have
circumstance.
If you have long shot, it's an easy skull.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. But if you have to get that with Pharaoh, then goddamn, you're in for a sad time.
Super sad.
Cola filling up on sticks here.
Where is he going?
I don't know. Oh dear. ATV really getting trolled hard.
I mean, the meme used to be that ATZ is terrible at minigame. Kind of like a minigame.
Oh, I can see the rage through his stream when he paused, when he stood up there.
Yeah, bombs to deal with this guy are not the best.
Okay, Cola's going to do Child Goron City. So, both in the same place, at different time spans.
Cola might have been grabbing sticks for something, too. That might be why he did this routing. Trying to think what you need sticks for at this point.
I guess it doesn't hurt to have more, you know, Jabu's a medallion, so just stocking up what you can isn't a terrible thing.
Don't do the
Also,
dance.
He's doing it too.
Darunia, they both know about this.
He has it written on his tracker. Like, you should know this.
Perhaps he's going out on a limb and saying it was busted, so I'm gonna do it anyway. But,
I'm a little surprised ATZ didn't do this, the Boulder Maze when he was a child.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised at that.
I saw he didn't do it before, but I was a little weird. Although he didn't have the bomb bag at that time, actually.
I think he did. I could have sworn he came here with the bomb bag.
Oh wait, no, yeah, he did. The bomb bag was
Yeah,
from Goma.
and you also get an extra skull doing it this way as a child.
which is increasingly looking beneficial.
Yeah, it really is. I'm interested to see 10 skulls. Man, when will this seed break open?
Probably pretty soon, because we're running out of things.
It has to be soon. An hour and 10 minutes in, and
Although Cola might do the entire South Grotto route before he does like some other stuff too, so it might actually be a little bit.
he will hope for his sake that he doesn't.
I mean,
He
he'll get the mirror shield if he does that.
Yeah, it's true, but in terms of the rest of the checks, I'd like to see Skull Mask real soon. But despite being memey, it's been dry. Their only really useful item so far is bombs, and that's out of logic. If you discount bombs, they've got light arrows, a scale, Din's fire, and a mirror shield, and of course bomb shoes.
And if you discount Trez,
Yes. What if
Hi.
you discount Trez?
I don't know. I was just speculating. What do you get?
He becomes more adorable.
I mean, 10th Doctor, I can't argue with you. The lens is useful. It'll be the only one out of the brackets. Calling it now. Lens won't be useful for the rest of the brackets.
No, it'll be useful in some seed. Most of them not. If ATC still has his eye drops, it could. I don't actually know like if they've been turned back into the.
I don't think he's
Whatever.
saved and quit. Oh wait, no, it's when you go back as a child, right? Not sure where he's going now. Maybe he's off to get his minuet check.
Yeah, that'd make sense.
Cola bought beans, right?
Yeah, he did that earlier, I think.
Yeah, okay, well, hopefully he's going to plant a bean now. And we'll get to see what is in the lake as adult, because the chances of that being useful is incredibly high right now.
Nearly synchronized bloopy pickups from our runners.
Beautiful. 9 out of 10.
I don't know, I'd go with an 8.5.
That's fair, you're allowed to be a critic.
You have to have a 5 in there somewhere. You have to have a 5 located in your score somewhere there for the bloopy.
It just has to average out to like a 0.5. As long as you know, you can have a mixture, but it will always average out to a 0.5.
Mm-hmm.
ATZ using Seria's song to get to Minuet.
He's just following logic, you know. He's being a good boy. Right. Cola, going to check what's in the Tektite Grow. He does have a gold scale.
Yep.
Which surprises me even more that he's not gone and done the lake diving minigame.
Well, he'll do that after Grotto Valley.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Some sticks.
Stick upgrade.
Mo sticks.
Mo sticks, indeed.
ATZ gonna be making the play!
Oh, easy.
And by the play, I mean he's gonna walk in and feel dumb.
Yeah, he's gonna realize, oh, there's something here.
Oh, no.
He's realized, he's just opened it up, you know? Doesn't hurt. He is gonna dip fire, though.
Well, he grabbed the song.
Oh no, he's just getting prelude. I think he might dip fire here. It would surprise me if he didn't. There we go.
It would surprise me as well. Like, Cole at least
Right.
had a bunch of other stuff to do when he was here.
So, potentially a few new checks here. Could just be one. We'll see. Could be hammerlocked. And it is a stone, and no one wants to do this. But it might be necessary.
And now that we're in the brackets, do we see Revenge of Deep Fire?
Oof. Okay, mirror shield here. Cola is now caught up on items. That's a blue. That's purple.
Oh!
So, hammerlocked stone fire. Not a terrible thing.
Goro,
And
I'm just looking like, are you gonna free me? Link's like, bye.
Later.
Right. Let's check the skull mask then, ATZ. You've been setting up for it real hard. Let's pay off.
Yep. Let's see it. Let's see it pay off. You know, I think. Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go on, dude. It's fine.
Okay. I was gonna say I think my favorite Goron that you have to rescue in the Fire Temple is the one on top of the boulder maze, because it just sounds like he's walking away when he goes off camera. When you know that if he keeps walking, he just falls into the boulder maze.
I think it's possible to actually see him walk on the air. I've heard that, at least. I haven't actually seen it.
I mean, what should happen is that he drops off and just eats. Oh, Lake Hylia away the hero.
Uh-oh.
Oh, baby.
Oh.
Well then.
Right. Well, he's gonna plant this bean. He's gonna go back as adult, and he's gonna make a dash back. You can guarantee it.
Man, if you just done the scene normally, you'd have known that so long ago.
I don't think he's done.
Also gonna get the diving minigame.
He's gonna get the diving minigame. This is out of logic.
Could be an item, though.
It could be an item, but it's very much out of logic. So we'll have to see if this pays off. I don't think he's done child fishing, so he'll almost certainly do that. Oh, it's straight.
Oh!
Well, that is.
But that
probably
doesn't unlock
anyway.
anything. It literally provides nothing right now. Yep, and to confirm, that is indeed a gold rupee in the lake. Okay, so we really need the hook shot. I think hook shot leading into forest is the way forward here.
Yep. It turns out we were just using the wrong prepositional phrase.
It could be a hammer as well.
Okay, we are seconds away from finding Skull Mask has. Is it going to be a Skull Mask seed? The very first race in the bracket, treasure minigame, and Skull Mask.
one can only hope. Let's. let's see if our inner sadists are satisfied.
Well, ATC did all the Skull Mask stuff really early, so it's obviously Skull Mask, because that's how it works with ATC.
Here we go. Predictions, gentlemen?
Cola is spending a lot less time on that fishing than ATC did, by the way. I want to point that out.
Because you reel it in slowly. ATC does it real fast, and it only works for sort of like one every 4 times. Do it a bit slower. The fish is a lot more appealed, shall we say? Right, what we got?
I'm gonna guess the hammer.
I reckon it's dead. I don't think this is going to be anything. I think it's going to be on the lake.
And it is...
It's the lake! It's the lake of the skulls! If it's not the lake and it is actually on skulls, that's insane. We're down to 4 checks.
What's the 4th? Oh yeah, never mind.
We've got 1020 skulls, we've got on top of the lab, we've got adult fishing, that's it. We are down to 4 checks.
An hour and 20 minutes in, we have 4 checks left in the game.
Yeah, we're
So
done.
obviously, we're almost done.
Finish the checks, off to Ganon, GG. I mean, technically, all they need is the bow. You know, they've got magic, they've got light arrows. That's what they didn't tell us about this bracket, is that it's open bridge.
Supposedly there was a challenge seed in the past that had like open bridge and stuff, and like it was like Sphere 2, like Ganon or something like that. You could finish in like 8 minutes.
Okay. Cola making the dash to the lake. The long dash. Backwards. And that, discovering that his checks are getting lower and lower. Nothing on...
Yeah, ATZ will probably be able to go plant the bean. That's what he's doing, I think. He has to grab a bean.
Getting an extra bean now that he knows that hook shot is massive bait.
Man, if ATZ had just listened to me.
Yep, you knew it. You knew it was a trap.
I said you should plant a bean there in case it's a trap. Didn't listen.
Nope, I wouldn't have. And I would have been horribly burned.
Skipping words of wisdom. Let it be.
That's why I didn't make it into the brackets. I'm just too good. They can't be. I have all the strats. Ignore my times, though. Strats are time agnostic.
Right, here we go. 4 checks left. Number 1 coming up. Are we going to get to 20 skulls without an item? He can't even kill this Gwei properly. There we go. He manages to slice it.
It's tough to do with a big Goron sword.
I reckon the rest of the seed must just sort of... What's that? It's a slingshot! Right, so bombs are in logic, but that's... So, we've just unlocked slingshot, ladies and gentlemen. That's it.
Let's see if the adult fishing can...
Now, if the target in the woods is the way forward, oh my god.
Oh man.
This is ridiculous. So we know Lake is way of the hero. We assumed strength 1. It could have what I said earlier. I really hate the fact that slingshot way of the hero can screw people. Here we go. Target minigame.
Of course, it would happen day 1 brackets. Of course.
Yep.
Day 1 race 1, no less.
Yep. They have checked Castle Fairy chat. It is dead. We are down to 3 well, we're still at 4 checks, because... Now. Adult fishing. What we got?
What's the fish worth?
It's a hook shot!
Oh!
Oh my god!
Lake
Okay.
Hylia is pretty stacked this seed, dang.
And Cola is off to check its one... Nope. No, he's not going to Fire Temple.
Gonna go
He's
into
not
Shadow.
going to Dip Shadow? Okay, not choosing to go to Forest. He's off to Dip Shadow. And that's Frog's 2 dead.
I like the Shadow play. You don't have a song for Forest, so it takes a little longer to get there.
True,
And-
that is true.
If you find the bow here, you feel really good.
Oh, if anything's in these first 2 checks, he's going to feel them.
ATZ would rather ride the owl than Prelude.
Yeah, he just prefers the view. Being warped through space and time doesn't look good, you know? If you're being flown by an owl, looks
I mean,
great.
if you win, but you didn't do it with style, did you even win?
Yeah, see?
This is not best of 3, but it is a double limb bracket. And yeah, ATZ is definitely not out. Like, he's behind on this check, but he's not.
No,
He's not going to do anything else first.
there is no way of calling this right now. Not a chance.
Mm-mm.
We are so early into the seed by comparison. Alright, Deku Seeds is the first chest in Shadow. There is a 33% chance this next chest is a key.
Wow, you know the
I'm
percent.
coming up with 32.33 repeating, of course.
32.33. That math don't work, bro.
Repeating, of course.
32.
Chance.
It's 33.3, my friend. 32.3. Goodness gracious. Do you even math?
Time's up. Let's do this.
Hover boots! Hover boots in Shadow! Oh my god, is this even rando? Holy crap.
Well, we know what Cola's doing now.
But is this the right call?
Yes.
Yes, he can do Shadow, but is this even necessary? That could be a Shadow bait.
It could be.
Oh boy.
But there's so many item checks in Shadow that it's likely to have.
Yeah, I don't blame this whatsoever, but if those 2 checks in Forest have something, like the bow, and this isn't required, oh my goodness, then Cola is taking a real deep bait here.
Yeah, but there's a good chance you can't do anything in Forest. You have to get a key in one of the first 2 checks to even do anything.
Yep.
And I think logically you need that hovers to do much in Forest right now without the bow. Even if you got that key.
My guess is that.
ATZ actually going for the sticks, by the way. I want to point that out.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with more sticks.
And it was an upgrade, so it was value.
Yeah. I'd go for that every time.
I wouldn't.
Okay, this next chest has to be a key.
Bow could still be behind Song of Time, by the way. You can do... So you can get to Bongo Bongo's room with Long Shot. And the what's it called?
Scarecrow.
Yes, Scarecrow. I completely disagree with picking up that stick, by the way.
I'm a firm believer that 20 Deku sticks should be way of the hero.
At this point in the race, even if I knew 100% it was the upgrade, I wouldn't pick it up.
Oh, every time. If you've still got to do Jabu, I'd take 20 sticks.
Just learn pot strats. Easy.
Those are easy, definitely.
Says the person who failed pot strats the one time she tried. Pro tip, by the way, if you have sticks left over, use pot strats at first and sticks at the end. It's much easier. I made that mistake.
Cola's hover boot sound effect is the cow.
Whoa, ATC, not ATC, Cola taking that.
Oh, he got saved there.
So
Holy
lucky.
what?
That's the luckiest climb I've ever seen.
Just ATZ things.
No one gets way
ATZ?
boosted. Unbelievable.
ATZ, you better go back for that. Better go back for that beat.
Now I wonder if he's going to dip a shadow. Or whether he's going to take the slingshot really seriously. Go straight to the target minigame.
I don't think that's a
No,
consideration.
I don't think that's going to happen at all. I'd love to see it.
Monstrous, I won't let your reciprocation of Leroy Jenkins go unappreciated.
I was trying to do Leroy Jenkins, but I couldn't think of like what the actual line was for coming back. But I did catch that reference. Fishing is the hook shot, so it is a kind of important check. A little bit. And I did not know on Cola's stream that you could cut that corner there in Shadow.
No, I've not managed to do that. That was quite a neat little cut there.
ATZ getting his adult fish much faster. He has learned
Yes,
in the many years
much quicker.
between childhood and adulthood.
Yeah.
Taken him 7 years, but he can successfully catch a fish in a second.
That's what we call experience in your job field.
ATZ's gonna save some time by not having to open up Shadow Temple.
Oh, Cola.
Cola getting dunked.
Oh, almost getting blocked.
Oh, he almost got dunked twice.
At the hands of a Roomba, nonetheless.
Hey, those Roombas are scary. Oh, there's another slingshot. I'm so glad that Shadow clip is back in Logic. Not in Logic, inaccessible. It's so nice.
I don't think that slingshot is Way of the Hero. Because it's locked by bombs, if I recall. Because you need bombs to get through the Shadow Temple. Oh yeah, the one in Hylia could well be.
Yeah, we still don't like that slingshot is locked behind the first slingshot, so
Yeah, sorry, no, I thought they were talking about the one that Cola just picked up.
yeah, that is definitely not Way of the Hero.
Nope.
And yeah, ATZ making the same play as Cola. Just do Stone Shadow. At least Shadow's not a dungeon that I like. If I get into Shadow, like Stone Shadow, it doesn't feel too bad because there's so many item checks in it.
Yeah, I quite like Shadow. I say again, like honestly, my least favorite temple, even if it's a medallion, is Forest. I really don't enjoy doing Forest as a temple.
I like Medallion Forest. I like it because it's so easy to get into and it's kinda linear, so you just do your thing.
I just find it it's just tedious, you know? There's lots of block pushing. Fighting the pose is really tedious. It's like, ugh, everything you have to do is just annoying. The Stalfos occasionally kick my ass, so it just feels bad.
Oh, we're just past the hour and a half mark, and we got 353 people watching the channel right now. I feel like we should maybe do a reintroduction of ourselves.
Feel free, lead the way, my friend.
Well, I'm Crimson A, and I am the time zoned man.
I am
Otherwise
GT
known
Angel. I am the one who covered for the time zoned man, and then stayed in, like a parasite.
And I'm Chimpan Reeve, the one that was here on time, ready to go.
And unfortunately, I'm Discount Trez. Hi guys.
Will not get old.
Oh goodness. I love
Also known as
Jesus.
Void Kingdom, the man with all the dancing pandas.
No,
Angel,
I'm
you,
for the
you,
record-
have created something really special here, Angel. I thank you.
What if this actually turns out to be the meme of this tournament? Like last time we had blue fire arrows, this time it's gonna be discount Trez.
I mean, it would mean you're famous, though.
Yeah, but it also means I'm discount Trez.
What you need to do is you need to fight back and make yourself more important and more powerful so that Trezco can be called Discount Void.
That's not happening. I think with the amount of effort Trez does behind the scenes, there's no way in hell that I could actually be more important than him. Like I'm not sure if Trez is still in the chat, but huge shout out to him. Him and Dragonbane do so much work behind the scenes. I just want to make sure that they're acknowledged for it. The amount of work they do is insane.
Beastly.
Yeah, those of us that aren't Trezco require a thing called sleep. Because we are weak.
What if we call Trez Void Squared? Or Void Cubed?
Void cubed.
Void diced.
We also can't forget our trackers. It's Blade Fang FT and BBCan 7. Thank you guys so much for all the work that you're doing behind the scenes on the tracking. It's keeping us in line.
Because it's a 1v1, our trackers get to track songs. It's amazing.
There is no chocolate for you today. It's all vanilla with some sprinkles as your flavoring.
Amusingly, the trackers haven't had too much to do for the past 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Because they haven't found anything.
ATZ bailing from Shadow, I guess. I wasn't paying as much attention, but he probably realized that it's almost entirely keys left, and decided it wasn't worth it.
Well, there's still... I'm not sure... Did they have the boss key yet?
Yes, but they can't get there.
No, but there is still 2 checks. There's 1 key, and there's 2 checks left. So, we'll see if this pays off.
This is either going to ruin ATZ, or it's going to, put him ahead.
There's only 2 checks he can do in Forest. Well, is it 2? I guess technically you can do a few more.
With hovers, a lot more is in logic if you get the keys. As long as one of those first 2 checks is a key, you can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
I just got a call from Minnesota.
Excellent.
I don't know anyone from Minnesota.
Oh, the bow! He found the bow!
Oh!
He found the bow in Shadow! I can't believe it!
So, was Nocturne actually...
Oh my god!
Whoa.
Oh, ATZ, if he doesn't find something here, he's...
Well, GG.
That's the rest of Shadow and Logic, and even though it might not be necessary, finding that bow is huge.
Now, there are 2 more bows in the game.
If one of them's here, I'll absolutely lose my mind. If this is a bow... Oh, he fell! He fell off.
Oh no!
No, the long shot! I don't believe it!
Oh my god!
I don't believe it!
Well, there aren't any more of those!
Oh my god!
Oh my... Holy heck!
Is it? What is this seed?
Well, my bracket's dead.
I can't believe it. I said there's still 2 checks left. The bow and the long shot, the last 2 checks you've got. I mean, you
couldn't make it any better.
I can't even speak. I can't even speak.
You could not even make it better.
I want to know how many people predicted that ATZ would go down in the first round to Cola.
Me, I told you. I said ATZ's losing this first match. Win, but he's losing this first match. 100%. And here we go. Cola making the right choice, sticking in Shadow.
Now, does Bongo have anything? Is the real question.
Oh my god! If Bongo has something like
Bongo must have the iron boots.
Strength two on Bongo. Let's go.
No, iron boots. I want iron boots on Bongo. Come on, guys. Let's do this properly.
I mean, light arrows are already gone, so it has to be something else. Oh my god! I cannot believe what I've just seen.
Like, you had some hope for ATZ with the bow, and then it's like, oh.
Yeah, ATC's just found the boss key, so he's gonna have to go straight back, straight back through Shadow. No, we still have 10 and 20 skulls, but having to go all the way back through Shadow feels really bad.
Well, at least ATZ's going right back. He's like, well, I messed up.
I want to say he's maybe, what, 6 minutes behind now? 6 or 7?
Well, let's keep track. It's at 140, so whenever ATZ like gets back to where he was.
Oh man, that's insane. I don't think he'd have activated the shortcut, so he's just gonna have to go the long way.
Yeah, he didn't get that far. He bailed out beforehand.
Just a bloopy on Bongo, so nothing spectacular there. So, Cola, you can bet your life he's straight off the forest.
Yeah, probably gonna just play Bolero, go to forest.
Ooh.
As I say, he just walks.
I think he might actually be handing in 10 skulls.
Ah, that makes sense, yeah.
I believe he's on 10.
Been available since the start. Oh, and archery minigame, yeah. Chat's on point. Chat's so smart.
Oh man. This feed is something else.
I wonder what's going through Cola's mind right now.
Well, the thing is, he's checked literally, like...
everything.
He's checked literally everything. He can't be thinking that he's ahead. He must be like, maybe ATZ went... found this.
I mean, there's no way you predict ATZ left Shadow Temple.
Yeah. ATZ must feel so behind. And there's a bow behind the bow.
Only one left in the game.
Goodness. So both runners must be feeling really under pressure right now.
Bomb shoes on 10 skulls. Oh, yeah, that bow is vanilla, by the way.
There's so much vanilla in this seed.
What are we seeing? I think I might have to go through this and just count how many things have been vanilla, because this is...
absurd.
I mean, the validation rupee already sent me bonkers. The chances of that being vanilla are just daft. Since then, we've had a bow, we've had hovers, we've had 5s.
This is like a Neapolitan ice cream. There's some weird stuff, but there's a lot of vanilla in there too.
It's like a tub of Neapolitan ice cream where the machine just broke and gave you 90% vanilla, and like the bottom layers are the chocolate and strawberry.
Yeah, there's like the top half, 2 millimeters of chocolate, and then the rest underneath that.
and yet, if you mix it up, it will still all taste like chocolate with strawberry.
Yeah.
Because that's how ice cream.
I mean, you guys now want ice
Seed is
cream.
Dairy Queen.
You guys have made me want ice cream now. I'll blame you guys.
I don't have any ice cream where I am right now. It's sad.
Discount if you come to Alabama. I have some cookies and cream ice cream in the fridge.
It's a trap.
Or in the freezer, rather.
Don't do it. It's a trap. You'd have to go to Alabama.
Just straight up calling him discount. You are savage, sir.
And trying to bring him into Alabama? What kind of monster are you?
I'm a monster that likes good college football.
The worst kind.
Alright, well, it's almost been 5 minutes and ATZ only about halfway through where he needs to be, so it is one decent lead right now. If Forrest just continues where we need to be, then ATZ is going to hope that Cola just doesn't have the mechanics to keep him ahead. Chat pointing out that ATZ might leave after finding the bow. I would freak out.
I don't think he'd leave us to the bow. Although if he went the other way and got the long shot first, I could see in a world where ATZ's like, I have to. Cola making good work of those Salfos, though. It's kind of funny. They can be harder with the big Iron Sword because you can't block them.
See, I think that
Whoa! ATZ is... Oh, never mind. ATZ pulling the block, so he's like, I might have to come back here.
It's like, I might bail again, so, 'cause I guess if he doesn't find the bow, or the long shot, 'cause he doesn't know he's going to find those, then he can't actually finish. So, if he does have to finish it, then
yeah. I mean, it doesn't lose him that much time to do it, and it saves him a lot of time if he has to, but
yeah.
We know it's worthless. So what items do we need anyway? We still need the letter and the boomerang for Jabu.
Strength 2 for Spirit.
Mm-hmm.
And potentially the iron boots.
Yeah, they've got gold scales, so I can't see them hunting for the iron boots. If there's nothing in Forest, I can probably see Cola going straight to water and just trying to get it finished. I'm personally thinking that the letter is going to be in. Open up Ice Cavern.
What are you doing?
Oh no, this way you don't. The Stalfos don't spawn if you hang off the side of the boat.
Wait, really?
Yep.
What?
Wow. That's what we call cheating. That's cheating right there.
TM me when ATZ cheat.
There we go. No annoying frame rate killing Stalfos. He's trying the bomb juice strat.
ATZ, why are you doing this first?
He doesn't know what he's going to find. Might as well get it done whilst you're out here. He's got 3 attempts. I have never seen the correct way of doing this, so... Looks like he's got it. He's got it! Very nice.
In the meantime, Cola is in Forest in the courtyards. Hasn't gotten anything quite yet. So, do we think anything is important is going to be in Forest? I think one of you said the letter.
Letter. I'm banking on the letter being here.
I feel like letter is a good option to have in Forest at this point. Like, it would open up so much of this seed.
Easy hammer.
Yeah. The hammer, you reckon that fire is going to be required, dude?
For something. I don't know if it's for fire, but I'm going to guess it's the hammer. ATZ has found his bow.
Yep. He has found his embarrassment of leaving early.
ATZ. Go get that other
And
check.
he is going to get it.
Oh yeah, if he skipped that check, I'd never forgive him. I don't think he'd ever forgive himself.
Okay. Okay, good.
10th Doctor pointing out that GTG is, of course, now available.
Yep. Go all the way to Spirit, actually.
Yep, all the way there.
ATC has found...
He's not doing Bongo. He's bailing. Thankfully nothing's on it, but he is not choosing to do Bongo. I think at this point, he feels he's behind. So he's gonna have to take some gambles now.
Yeah, he full cleared like everything basically, and wasted a lot of time on that.
Yeah, Bongo, you know, that's not a quick sequence of events, so just bailing on that one thing does save him a couple of minutes.
Yep. The only danger that we know of is it could be if Song of Time is required for the seed somehow, then he's going to be in bad shape.
Oh, can you imagine after all this?
A triple dip in Shadow is pretty hard to come back from, I have to imagine.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Yeah, that would hurt.
But if it's not required, that helps him a lot.
Mm-hmm. He has done the first 2 checks here, so...
Yeah, he gets to save a little bit of time in Forest.
Well, first 1 check, I guess. No Pharaoh's wind for these gentlemen, so...
Yeah, no quick stuff.
Longer.
Unfortunate.
No convenience store for you, runners.
No. They've got 2 of 3 of my most convenient things. They've got double defense and they've got bigger on sword, but Pharaoh's wind is the nice trifecta, always helps.
I don't know. I don't usually feel too scared about my health in OOT Rando, but bigger on sword I really like, because quick kills are hard.
I've died to Stalfos way too many times, so I love double defense.
I have died to Stalfos. It's because they do so much damage, especially their jump slash. It's like 4 hearts or something dumb.
Yep. They also have double magic, which feels really good. Nothing worse than dipping into spirit, trying to do the torch room with Din's fire and not having enough magic left. Oof. Not fun.
That's happened to me way too many times.
Yeah, it's happened to me a few times. It feels bad.
I've even had moments where I get in there with double magic and still don't have enough magic. But that's just poor planning for me.
More shields. Shields galore.
And yeah, we have a bunch of hearts for both runners now.
Yep. Cola breaking the second row. Cola showing off the nut strats for the Stalfos there. Something I've started doing, it feels pretty good.
Deku Nuts are the most undervalued weapon in all of Ocarina of Time.
100%.
Oh my god, as a child, you never used them.
I don't think anybody did. Like, I seriously don't think anybody used them. They were like,
as a child, I went out of my way to not use them. Just at pretty much at all points, and now I'm just like, what the hell was I thinking?
Although sticks, I feel like, got even, like, underused as well, because, like, you had a sword. Why would I use sticks? They break.
Yeah, why would you ever use sticks?
And now we're like, actually, if you break it on purpose, it doesn't break any further, and it does more damage, and it's just better in every way. And you're like, oh, I was dumb.
Yeah. Damn butter knife.
Who knew that you could match the power of the Sword of Evil's Bane, the mystical Master Sword, with a stick?
Yeah, right. And then you go to play RuneScape, like, later on in your childhood, right? And you discover, oh, wow, the Kokiri Sword is basically an iron dagger.
I never got really into Escape. I played it a little bit, but it was never my jam.
I blame RuneScape for my childhood obesity. Fun time.
I think the appeal to RuneScape for me was I really love MMOs in general, so having a bunch of friends at school that played as well made it super appealing.
Look at this lucky guy with friends at school. I'm kidding. I had friends too.
I had enemies too.
I'm kidding. I didn't go to school.
Many. I'm kidding. I live in Alabama. That's not required.
Okay. Ice arrows for Cola. Already killed Bongo, so worthless.
Well, you know, he can freeze little islands of ice in the water, right? Like
That doesn't work in this game.
You're a gamer. You're a gamer head. I know you've been doing majority random, but whoa, calm down, all right? Those amazing mechanics are not in this game.
Now these are woke strats, okay? Yeah, blue fire arrows.
Okay.
Yeah, the game I got into with my friends though was Dota, because I'm a terrible human being.
Ugh, disgusting.
I never had like friends that did MMOs growing up. Actually, now that I think about it, like I played other games with friends, but never MMOs as much.
I never had a PC. Took me years to get one.
You know, it's sad to say that if they were blue fire arrows, they would be more useful in this game.
Yep. Hell, they might even lock a check behind them, but no.
Yeah.
Bottom of the well is barren.
Yeah,
So,
they ain't
yeah.
doing bottom of the well anytime soon. I know they were running low on checks, but ain't
So
going there.
we've only got 2 more items in forest, and
Yeah,
I think they did get the boss key. So
yeah. Boss key was the first Stalfos check, if I recall. So these are 2 legitimate checks, but not looking promising so far. Maybe it is to GTG with the long shot.
Sorry, Kuiper, but we're not getting skeeved.
Now, does Steve refer to Dead Hand or the chest behind Dead Hand?
The chest.
The chest, right. Why is it called Steve?
We just decided that, I guess.
Okay, I wasn't sure what the story behind Steve was.
The story
so
of
there's
Steve was a great one. Oh,
Just
Tell
like
us the story of... Tell us the grand tale of Steve Discount.
So, once upon a time, a couple of days ago on stream, we had Kuiper and myself, and I actually don't
And me?
remember. Ah, yes, and Angel, all on stream together, and Kuiper asks, what's the name of that invisible chest on Dead Hand? Everyone was like, oh, it's just the invisible Dead Hand chest, but no. The invisible chest didn't like being identified as invisible chest. He preferred being identified as Steve. And so, from then on, he was dubbed Steve. After that, we came to the conclusion that Steve must have an important item on him, and Kuiper became certain that Steve would pull through for him. But no, unfortunately, Steve didn't even have a green rupee on him. The green rupee was out in the hallway. Steve was a disappointment to the end.
Sounds like the perfect name to a disappointing chest.
Steve?
Steve.
Steve only had a broken heart to match Kuiper's broken heart.
Apologies to all Steves that might be watching this stream.
So we've got two Steves in the game now, though. There's there's also Dampe as Steve Jobs.
Oh yeah,
Alright.
because he was
Forrest.
rich and dead.
Rich and dead.
Wow. Okay, Forest has nothing! Forest Medallion is unlocked, so let's see what song it awaits at the Temple of Time. My guess is this is Requiem.
I don't know. I think they're gonna make you walk across the entire desert.
Oh, it's a minuet. Don't want to see that.
Well, that
Not
means
having
Serious,
just finished Forest.
Serious
Yeah.
Song Way of the Hero then.
Nocturne was also there, I believe.
Both of them wait. Yeah, actually, do the brackets have Serious Song required? I don't know. I don't remember actually.
What? Not for. Yes, Mido Skip is not Unexpected Tricks.
So both of them could be Way of the Hero.
Yeah, well, I mean, Magic was behind Zaria's song, so we know that for a fact was the logical Magic. Okay, looks like Cola potentially off the GTG here. He might just go and do water, but let's see.
I think water might be slightly better just because it lets you know if you need iron boots. And if you happen to find something, you might be able to skip GTG.
Yeah, potentially. Thing is, though, iron boots are, obviously they are required, so do you think, okay, maybe there's something else with the iron boots in GTG, or do you just think, right, okay, maybe GTG just has the iron boots, let's go and do water.
And he's going to water.
Yeah, he's going there.
It's mainly like, if you get like the silver gauntlets, you might just skip GTG and go to Spirit first. Whereas if you don't find anything in water, you have to go to GTG pretty much. And it just gives you information. Like, I feel like it's generally better to do the checks that give you information if there isn't like a big penalty to doing them in a different order.
Yeah, I guess. It just depends on sort of the time it takes to get there and get other places.
AGZ might be losing Trez. He is certainly behind.
Yep, he is behind. Certainly not out of it yet, but he is behind.
ATZ just has to make it interesting.
6 or 7 minutes behind, I'd say.
I will say though, I imagine there's a lot of people that have ATZ losing this just because ATZ lost in round 1 in the first tournament.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's almost a meme at this point. I thought Cola would win this,
But
solely because
if ATZ loses again, I think everyone's seed is dead though. I mean, bracket's dead though. Like, if ATZ loses twice, I think everyone lost.
Ooh.
the real Trez has appeared.
So first, fuck that discount dress in here. He's not even half as good as me.
Hurtful.
Doesn't need to be half as good. He can be 10% good. It's still discount.
He's not even
discount.
not even that. He's not even worth like having half my name.
Hurtful.
That's how far away he is.
So, do we call him Discount Tree now?
Wait.
No. So that's first, and second, if ATZ loses this, he actually gets banned because he's screwing over my predictions as for the second time in a fucking row.
So
He's
if he
doing it.
can't,
Carry on, Crib.
if he's not worthy of having half your name, do we call him Discount Tree?
No, we just call him discount because that's all he is. A freaking discount.
Jeez.
Oh.
Savage.
Nah, just kidding. I love Void.
I appreciate you, Void. Don't worry about it, buddy.
You're the best discount that's ever happened.
Where would we be without the Konosuba panda?
Yeah, correct.
Give me a second working on something.
No.
This is scary.
No. Void, don't.
What do you
So
mean don't? What do you think I'm working on? Chess, what do you think I'm working on?
It's. I have no idea. Probably something dumb.
Putting you on a hit list, that's what he's doing.
So looking, I'm guessing we're gonna have a 3 stack of small keys in this 3 stack of rooms here.
Trip keys, let's do it. Alright, so yeah, looking like ATZ is about 6 all told.
It's a triple combo.
It's trip keys! Grim called it.
Cola did actually write down the big key, the boss key chest hint, so he knows not to check that one. As long
Yeah,
as
but they knew not to check. They knew not to check the Runia.
yeah, as long as he looks at his tracker, at least.
Thank you for the subscriptions, by the way. Hannah, Chris, and I saw one earlier. Shawnee for the resub. Thanks a lot.
Anarchist is a good name. I like that.
Yeah, that's a strong name.
So Cola's gonna be doing this, the Dragon Room coming up soon, right?
Yeah, looks like it. I tried this for the first time the other day. Well, I'm bad at it. Let's put it that way.
I have seen people try this a lot.
Yeah,
And,
I did get
also
it.
fail it a lot.
I did get it. 3rd try. It's 2. I believe it's. Oh no, he's just going straight for it. It's going to say it's 2 beeps on the bomb chew at the front, and then you dive close to the edge of where you drop down. Looks like he's messed that one up a little bit. And he doesn't want anything to do with it.
No, he's just resetting the room.
Oh, he's just resetting. Okay.
Probably knows the setup from entering. Yeah, turn
You don't
left,
even-
backflip.
You don't even need to do that. You could just stand at the front and drop it down for 2 seconds.
Well, he apparently does not know the setup. So this is getting ATC caught up a little bit.
Yeah, it is. He's wasting a fair bit of time here. Alright, and you dive now. Ah, he's diving too late. Is he gonna commit, or is he gonna skip this?
He's committing.
Keep going.
Mad respect.
In my opinion, if you're not confident on this, you leave this one to last.
The bomb tree is exploding too early. He needs to be closer or drop it faster.
Now the way I did it is you stand right at the front edge. You let the bomb tube blink twice, then you drop it, and then you dive down.
Oh, he definitely messed up his setup there, but yeah, I think his setup is wrong.
It's too far
He's
back.
losing so much time.
Because it looks like he's shield dropping it when he's backflipping, maybe? Or like immediately on the end? Oh, it hit! It hit!
No, he's messed up the dive. He's messed up the dive now. It's not. Yeah, he's not going to get it.
Cola, you were ahead!
Oh, dearie me, he's not getting this dive.
Cola's like, I will not let you get banned, ATZ.
Trez has gone into his chat and be like, "Hey, Cola, you need to lose this for my bracket."
The boss key is here, and there's nothing else. Go.
Alright, still diving to. Oh man, this feels really bad.
And Yikes.
Trez is probably like, I'll give you all the prize money if you do this. Don't mind that there's no prize money. Cola's still
Oh,
here.
man.
ATZ is only just a few checks behind.
He's gonna run out of bomb chews at this rate.
Oh, this hurts.
And that was the dive, too.
Oh, that dive was good. Oh man.
You just reset.
Oh,
He's just reset.
he's scumming some chews.
He's probably gonna leave that, you know. He's probably gonna do everything else and come back to it. I don't blame him. If you're not confident in it, it can really suck to sort of feel under pressure.
Yeah, and like a
Like that.
weekly, it's probably worth it to get the practice at least, and maybe it's valuable, but like... In a 1v1, you're losing so much time to something that's speculative.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, if you're not confident in something, you should try and leave it to last. Like, get everything else done. If you have to do it, fine. But if just, you know, if you've got other checks that can be done.
Trying the chest trick. Gets it eventually. Just a red rupee, though.
That's a red
Ooh.
rupee, so I think he's got 2
ATZ
checks
going
left.
for the boss key. I don't think ATZ had that hint.
I thought they surely by now they would have had both. They'd have both had the same hints.
Yeah, ATZ definitely has had this hint. I think ATZ
I think
remembered.
he just realised that this is dead.
ATZ is like, wait,
Wait, huh?
ATZ is wasting some time so that Cola doesn't get too...
Oh, that was a nice jump from Cola there.
Yeah, that jump's weird. You do that, like, up and down a lot, but it usually works. Supposedly it's easier with hovers, but I have more success without them. I don't know why.
If you have hovers, the trick is to aim toward the left side of the
Now-
ledge so you don't get the,
Now, why didn't Cola check the bow-locked chest?
I have no idea.
I'm almost certain he didn't check that, right?
I don't think he did.
And yeah,
Interesting.
ATZ is not going for that dragon chest at all right now.
So we won't be learning what that is anytime soon.
Well, it's you know, it's debatably the toughest room in the entire get if you don't have the irons. So leaving it to last makes sense in my opinion.
ATZ raising the water level for unknown reasons. I mean, it makes doing this a little bit faster, but it probably loses time for the raising of the water. Oh, I guess ATZ didn't do the compass chest. Although, you can do this without it.
You can do that without raising the water level. The water level is specifically to get up to the first level, to raise the water level. That's the only reason you'd raise this one. I'm not quite sure why he's done it. Alright, Dark Link.
What strat is Cola gonna do?
Now,
The walk right strat.
yeah, the walk back and right a bit. Really useful strat, does well. Now, if
Big
you're
large one, I
Cola...
just prefer to slash.
Now, I always do the walk back and right tactic. You can hit him every time if you do it right. I'm curious as to whether Cola is going to retry the dragon chest, whether he give up and go to GTG. Oh, it's bombs, and he didn't do that middle bow chest.
Will he go back and do it now? That's
Well, we're about to see what's in it.
Well, Cola would have to lower the water level again, wouldn't
Yeah,
he?
he'd have to go all the way back down, lower the water level again. He's not doing it. He's out. He's banging out of there. I think he's forgot about it.
I think he may have forgot about it too. Is this going to be the moment?
No, it's just a key.
It's not.
Oh, okay. Now let's see if ACZ chooses the Dragon Chest key.
I don't think ATC's gonna go for it.
Oh, that's a troll.
No!
Oh, dearie me.
Heck tight.
Tech type, please.
That is.
So, there is a 1 in 3 chance that Song of Time is required to finish the Water Temple.
Whew. Whew.
A
If
1
that is
in
the
3
case-
chance.
If that is the case, despite all of this, Cola is still ahead.
Somehow. And ATZ is not giving a second thought to that Dragon Chest. He's raising it again. Going straight for Dark Link. I wonder if he's going to lower it and go back to it
Is
afterwards.
it 1 in 3? Isn't it 50%? Because it's just the Dragon Chest and the River Chest now, right?
Oh yes, sorry. I was from a Nat's point of view, it's 1 in 3. It's actually 50.
All dungeons intensifies.
No, sorry, no, I was right. It's the central pillar. So it's Iron Boots.
Propeller, rechecks, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So a 33% chance that you get it here, and then 33% chance all dungeons, 33% chance irons.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh, you know what? This is a good time to put in a ZSR bet. Which one's it gonna be?
oh baby. I don't think it's going to be locked behind Song of Time. I reckon it'll be boots locked. I'm going central pillar.
Hmm.
Thing is,
What bet did you
ATC
Even if-
using the same strat.
yeah, it's good strat.
what bet
Even
did you
if it's
I was
me,
gonna say which chest has the boss key. We have the central, we have dragon, and we have river.
oh, he didn't warp away there. Does that mean he's going to go back in and finish? I wonder.
He might just think it's closer to Gerudo area.
Yeah, I guess the DGG just run from lake.
Bonking into the doors and rolling past.
Yeah, he's out. It's weird that ATZ didn't go for that either. But then I'm not sure if he's got any bomb chews left, you know.
Oh, that might be right. He had only 2 left at the end of the Shadow
Yeah, because
Temple.
he
I don't know
didn't
if
have a
he
lot
picked
of
up
bomb
any more.
chews, so I'm not even sure to try it.
He got some more with the skull turning though, didn't he?
No, because I don't think he checked skulls. I think it was only Cola that checked skulls.
Oh
wasn't
yeah,
it?
he might not have.
So I don't think he's actually picked up his 10 skulls.
Hmm.
So,
What's on
technically,
top of the fortress?
yeah, let's find out. Technically, Cola's still in the lead. Even with the mess up, he is still slightly ahead.
Just a piece of heart.
And he's going straight to Spirit.
Hmm.
It
Oh,
changed.
no, he's changed his
Nope.
mind. I mean-
20 skulls we haven't seen, 30 plus are dead.
Yeah, 30, 40, 50, all dead.
It's weird, we're still missing a Way of the Hero hint and the Frogs 2 hint.
Frogs 2 is dead, right?
Yeah,
Silver
Frog 2.
Gauntlet!
Oh, the Silver Gauntlet!
Oh!
First chest in GTG.
Oh, goodness, he's happy that he changed his mind.
And Cola's
Yeah,
like,
he's
I'm out.
going.
He's
I'm out.
straight
I'm
off.
going.
He's like, I can do Spirit, I am leaving. Goodbye.
Well, the Gerudo lady's not gonna let him.
No, he's chatting up the ladies on the way out. But
He's like, look at these gloves I've got. They're shiny. I bet you wish you had earrings that look like this now, don't you?
they're all standing there waving their gold gauntlets at him.
So, is ATZ gonna do the same thing, or is ATZ gonna stay?
Oh, you know what? Having been burnt by the bail on Shadow, does he bail on GTG as well?
Like, on the one hand, like, he's been burned a moment ago, so maybe he doesn't want to get burned again. But on the other hand, he's just been burned. He just lost a lot of time. Maybe he does it to save time.
He must feel so behind. They both must feel so behind.
I would feel behind no matter where I was in this seed, and no matter what skill level I had under my belt. Like, this is a seed that I would just constantly be feeling the pressure on.
Yeah. At least if you do bail here, if you don't find anything in Spirit, it's not like there's much else left you can check, so you're gonna go back to GTG if it's empty. But if Spirit does have something you don't need to, potentially. Because there are, he's only after Letter and Boomerang now, and Iron Boots. So, he might end up finding one, if not two of those Iron Spirit.
ATZ's not even going in. Ooh,
nope, he's... Oh, that's risky! Oh, dear!
Oh, unless there is one option here that he could be electing for. He could be checking the wasteland and then voiding out to come back here, but that just...
Oh, why would you do that? If you know you don't have Requiem, and then just go straight for... Oh, he's leaving!
He's leaving!
But like I say, there's nothing else to check, so even if he does go here, he's only going to have to come straight back. He's not going to lose a massive amount of time, but he is going to lose time.
I don't like this because I feel like best case scenario, you get Requiem here, in which case, like, yay.
Yeah, and that also would put us at 6 vanilla songs in this.
But let's not forget that Desert Colossus is Way of the Hero. He might think that Silver Gauntlets are just going to be in the Colossus, maybe on the Fairy. Speaking of which, we don't have our 4th Way of the Hero hint, do we?
We do not.
No, we don't. Not yet.
We've got Lake, we've got Desert, we've got Sacred Forest Meadow, but we don't actually have the 4th one.
The last Way of the Hero hint is probably hidden behind Medigoron and the grotto outside Gerudo Valley.
Such a terrible grotto. I only found out about it recently because I did a full Token Sanity multi-world with my brother.
That sounds horrendous.
It was fun.
Alright, 10th Doctor calling Hammer on the Fairy. Let's see. Let's go Letter for me. Nothing. Okay, so there's something in the hands.
I mean, I'm guessing it's Requiem for Child Spirit.
Yeah, it's true. It could well be the song here. Or what if the song is Opponers and horseback archery is something that they need to do?
That
would suck.
That would be good for ATZ, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
That would be That would be the beneficial song for ATZ for sure.
Cola, not even
checking the song.
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's got to leave him. It's just you'd think that you just quickly walk back out and get the song, because if you leave by completing the dungeon, you don't get the song. So he's opted not to check the hint, and he's not getting the song just yet. He's just going straight for the temple.
ATZ will show us the song.
I don't know, he skipped GTG, you might skip that too.
I'm fairly confident he's going to show us the song.
Yeah, to be fair, he can't do any of Spirit, so he has to check the song.
A big bomb bag! Bomb, bomb, bomb.
Yeah, I'd never personally skip that song. You get it, you know, it takes a
6
second.
vanillas!
It is a Requiem, vanilla Requiem.
6 vanilla songs!
6 songs of vanilla. This is absolutely ludicrous.
Is that half of them?
Yeah, that's half the songs of vanilla.
Half the songs are vanilla.
Yeah.
And another Lake Hylia. Another Lake Hylia Way of the Hero.
Let's not forget that Ocarina of Time is Song of Time.
How many Lake Hylia Way of the Hero hints have we seen?
That might have been the third.
That's the second one, I think.
The second?
The first one was at the lake, and I don't think there's been a second one. So there is still one to go.
ATZ committing to that child spirit. Wow, Cola did find a key, so he gets to keep going.
Don't
This
forget, chat.
this-
We still have a bet open for which chest remains to be the boss key in the water temple.
So this could work out for ATZ. Like, he might need to do this. But
Yeah,
it could also be complete bait.
Boss key might very well be Child Spirit, but if there's nothing on Child Spirit, it does mean the hands have something.
Yep. And we've got the long shot, so they're in logic. even if weird stuff happens.
Because I don't know...
Hammer!
There's the hammer, I don't believe it! But we don't know if that's required. We don't know if that's required. Even though it's there, that might be a bait in and on itself. But that does mean that the chances of the boss key being behind the Song of Time...
Whoa, ATZ just got a
Increase.
double. He killed the keys and the statue with one bomb.
Showing us truly how to catch up with a bit of time saving there.
Yeah, I mean, do that another 300 times and you'll be right behind him.
Oh man. Is this going to be all dungeons? Are they going to do fire?
Find out next time on Randobot Z. So that is a key on Child's side, so...
Yeah. Technically that means it's Way of the Hero, as Requiem is Way of the Hero, that is, so if they suggest it was just referring to the fact that it's a key. Let's see what else is here.
HEC using Din's fire strats.
Yeah. From the other side of the cage. And that's a blue piece, so it is just one key on Child's Spirit.
So Requiem is bait.
Now,
Depends
does
on
he do
what's-
any more of Spirit? I guess you do as Child. You have to here, not having silvers.
Oh yeah,
Yes, he
ATZ
does.
is
He is a
absolutely
lucky
doing the
hero.
rest of Child's Spirit.
So if the right hand has something, we see a little bit of safety for ATZ.
I don't think he's going to do the right hand. I'm not sure he's going to go all the way.
ATZ is going to do everything he can here. ATZ is not leaving until he has no checks left in this dungeon.
Ah, but he skipped GTG. Surely at some point he's got... Do I do this, or do I just submit defeat and go straight to GTG?
Well, ATZ still knows that Colossus Way of the Hero... Or no, he knows the Way of the Hero is for the key, so...
Yeah.
But I mean, you still do everything here. You're here, you don't want to come back as a kid. It's not much slower... It's not actually any slower as a kid now if you do Flame Storage, I think. And you have Din's Fire, so it...
No, that chest is fine, but the actual Iron Knuckle... Does he go, do the Iron Knuckle all the way?
I think you do. You save Scum the key, but you do the Iron Knuckle. Ring-a-ling-ling.
Ah, landline phones.
Landline phones, what are they?
I have one here.
Ancient technology.
They're machines that ring for no reason.
Hi, would you like to purchase a new insurance policy? No.
That's further than I get. Cola getting
That's
ice
a nice
trapped.
trap.
And then a nice piece of heart to fix things.
Okay. seconds away from seeing what are in the hand chests.
Hand chest number 1 is a big rupee. ATC also finding the boss key in Upper Child Spirit.
And chest number 2 coming up, too.
Zora Tunic. Obviously,
Zora-
way the hero.
I mean, you say that, but it might be.
It might
Because
be.
if it's Central Pillar chest, then the Zora tunic is for the Central Pillar.
It's looking pretty good for you guys that bet Central Pillar.
Yeah, baby, let's go. They have a wallet, but they only have the adult wallet. They don't have the Giant's wallet.
Yep,
So they can't
not enough money. Costs 300.
And yeah, both Colossus Way and the hero potentials are awful. Either Requiem for a key that you don't really need.
Yeah.
would be good,
Requiem
or-
for 1 key, or on 12 hearts, finding a Zora tunic. The Central Pillar chest.
ATZ playing Minuet?
He,
Oh,
No, I don't know why.
Oh, he's gonna go
Oh,
slingshot.
slingshot. Oh, we haven't seen this.
We haven't.
If this is an item that's required,
if this is Iron Boots.
If this was the if the Lake Hylia hint actually refers
we found
to
the third
slingshot,
quiver.
The third quiver is also technically bow locked.
Yep.
Yep,
I mean that
we needed to shoot the eyes in GTG to get the strength to get there. So
that hook shot is obvious way of the hero material, but it could just be coincidental. We'll see if the the low chance of that slingshot being way of the
I mean,
hero.
the slingshot's required
If
for.
this is Iron
bombs.
Boots.
Oh,
just-
it's not.
Okay.
I mean, the slingshot was required for bombs, I think.
Yeah, it was required for bombs on Goma.
Mm-hmm.
So ATZ is going to be going back to GTG, I imagine.
Yep,
I don't
100%.
think he has any other checks.
You know what? I can't see a world where Cola loses. Unless the only way that happens is if ATZ does all of GTG, finds maybe Letter and Boomerang or something like that.
Dude, ATZ does all of GTG, finds Iron Boots. Cola never goes back there and spends another 30 minutes trying to get that dragon chest key.
I think if he goes to fire, and there's nothing in fire, the hammer could very well be a bait.
And yeah, ATZ is going to reverse Wasteland his way as soon as these spinning things get out of his
Cola
way.
forgetting that he doesn't have the boss key, so kind of needs to go and get that one.
Forgetting the armor statue too.
Also forgot to push. Come on, Cola, stop wasting this lead.
Is Cola going to do the child climb chests?
I'm not sure if he did those already. I genuinely don't know if he did those.
Diamond Flash, it's true. Like, I do it every single time.
Well, I'll tell you what, this certainly isn't a sub 3.
Nope, not a sub 3, unfortunately.
Maybe if you were good at the game, it would be.
Jesus! That's a savagery right there.
Oh, did ATZ just void out by accident?
Yes, he did.
Did.
Oh, that feels bad. That's all the way back.
And that was on like the flag section too. He just lost track of his flags.
Where
Cola, what are
is
you
Cola
doing?
going? Is he just
Why-
getting the skull? He's just getting the skull, I think.
The hitbox says no. You
Yeah.
gotta wait.
So is Cola gonna have good Twin Rova luck?
No one has good Twin Rover luck. That doesn't exist. At least I've never seen it.
I've seen it
Yup.
before.
Never given me its good graces, that's for sure.
Twerk Finrove.
I mean, I've seen some people like first 3 shots all hit, like all perfect. I think they're hacking.
The closest I ever got was I did get all 4 relatively quickly, but then they did that thing where they do a 5th one for no apparent reason,
I think
and
if you
then they
hookshot them,
transform.
I think if you hookshot them, they transform and don't do like the last hit.
Yeah, but sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like I've had it where I've hookshotted them and they don't do that, and then I've had it where they do that. I'm like, what the hell? It just blows my mind. Okay, ATC is going to find his silvers imminently. He's going to feel really bad about finding them too. The very, very, very first check that I'm going to check.
Now, does he keep going after that?
That is the question.
I think he will. I think he's gonna bail, but I think it's
Yeah.
like I think in that position you keep going because you're just like I have to hope they didn't keep going and there's something there.
In my head, he bails immediately.
Yeah, I think so too. He's gonna get this ice trap and then out. Out the door he goes.
Yep.
He's gone. I don't blame him. I'd done the same.
Yeah, I can't blame him either. Like you gotta just like there's 2 ways of looking at it. Like you either bail and hope they did GTG, or that like there's nothing there and you just save as much time as you can, or you commit and say like there's something in there and they skipped it.
How about Rudo's letter in Garuda training grounds?
I mean, if you look at what's left, there's nothing in spirit, so something has to be there. They're back at the point where they have Fire Temple and that's it. So
You've got Fire Temple, you've got the left of the Boulder Maze in Goron City, you've got the Praetor Ferry.
yeah, it's true. It's true. You've got the bridge hammer as well.
Yeah, you got Hammer Rocks. Shoot the sun, yeah.
Oh, I can't see them going for that until they finish war, personally, but we'll see. They do have Sun Song, so there's no real excuse for not checking it.
No useful item from Twin Rova.
Nope.
Colossus Archway is nothing.
Way of the Hero was just the song. They did find the hammer.
Do we know where Serenade is?
Nope.
No, we don't. But it's
still
probably
has a
an ice cabin.
It still has a chance.
It's almost certainly going to be an ice.
So what songs are we missing at this point? Serenade, Epona, and OOT?
Yep. We don't know which of Epona or Serenade is where. Of course, we know that Song of Time is on the Ocarina of Time. Cola getting the Requiem, which is now completely unnecessary.
Cola
Although
might check that.
he doesn't know what the child spirit checks are.
Yeah, Cola's gonna do Child Spirit, I think.
He might know that he's a key shy. He might know that there's one key in Child Spirit. But no, he's going to do it anyway.
You know how ATC could catch up? If Cola forgets that he has a barren bottom of the well hint.
Oh, if he forgets that, I'm just stop hosting, I think. I'll just leave. Well, I couldn't face it.
I think you'd have to abandon the server. There would be way too
Oh,
many.
he's getting the key. He's got the key in Mask out. He is not favouring fire right. Spirit, he's going for the skull mask.
He might be going for skulls.
Oh no, he's changed his mind. He's changed his mind. He is going back to Child Spirit.
There's no way you do Skull Mask.
Don't do Skull Mask. No way.
It would be maybe okay to check skulls if he has 20 and turn in the mask and then go back to being an adult, but you wouldn't turn in the Skull Mask.
If you really don't want to do fire, you just go to GT. You don't spend time on Child. Well, he's now got the slingshot, so those 2 checks he's got. Oh dear. I hope not.
So, chat, again remind you, there is still a bet going on as to where the boss key is in the water temple. The current ZSR bet is the boss key of the water temple in the central chest, in the pillar, is it in the river chest behind Song of Time, or is it in the dreaded dragon chest?
Yeah, there's those 3. River, Dragon, Pillar.
I am following the Zora Tunic logic and going for Central Pillar. 100%.
I bet the river, but I'm guessing that there's an item in whichever one doesn't have the boss key. Cola getting knocked off by the skull.
At least you got the bridge.
Luckily the bridge is down.
Boss key on Morpha, seed busted, go home. Good day.
I mean, that would... To be fair, this seed's been pretty trolly, so it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, when you can count the number of checks left on your hands, it's you know it's not a good.
Oh man, terrible seed.
It's been fun to watch though.
Oh yeah, bad seeds are always fun to watch, but they are no fun to participate in.
I'd be pulling my hair out if I was playing this one.
Yeah.
Okay.
Balding is not even in my genes.
Oh, he's going back.
I would be bald after this seed.
He's going back to Shadow. He's going to do the mask.
Does he have the 20 skulls to turn in?
No, I don't think he does.
Yikes. That is a lot of time that is going down the toilet.
I mean, he's got Minuet, so this isn't going to take too long, but... I don't know why you check this.
The sadist in me just came up with another scenario. Rudo's letter in the toilet.
Ooh, I mean... it's possible.
Oh, he's doing chickens too!
No,
he's doing chickens!
Wait.
Oh, dear.
I thought he was just going here to, like, take a shortcut up, but, is he?
Nope, he's doing both Skull Mask and chickens. This is...
Why?
Like, this is a 3 to 4 minute time loss.
You have GTG, you have fire, you have these places with lots of items that don't take 2 minutes.
He's so... Why would you not go back to GTG? Oh, this is giving an he's back in it.
He's just playing with our heart.
By the time he's finished this, and Matt is going to have finished Spirit, and now he's back in it.
10th, great minds think alike.
Well, like, that's the thing, like, Sean, he's not here for other things. He's here for chickens and turning into
I'm so sad at this. They're going to be pretty much even. By the time he finishes chickens and Skull Mask, and by the time Nat finishes Spirit, they're going to be on evens. They're going to both be going straight back to GTG, I guarantee it.
Oh.
So, if the pain of watching this race is too unbearable for you, I'd like to give you the alternative. On DSR2, we'll be having the Spikes Vegeta versus Halgren race, and I believe we have a bunch of special commentators for that, including Wooden Barrel. So that'll be happening in 15 minutes. If you want to hop over to ZSR2 for that. Other than that, we have the special top 32 race later on, and I don't even know what's so special about it. So I have no clue. I have no clue what Trez has planned for that.
That is the best sales pitch I've ever heard. I don't even know what's special about it.
I mean, you could have this race, but you could also have the mystery box race. It could be anything, even a race.
Just to know, Cola is not checking Skull Mask. Wait, no, he is. No, he handed it in. Oh no, he's off back to get the mask.
But yeah, either way, we have the special race going on later on at let me get the exact timings. At 9 PM UTC or. Oh my god, I don't even know if this is EST or EDT. I'm gonna assume it's 5 PM EDT. I'm assuming that's been done right. So yeah, 4 hours after 4 hours basically. So yeah, look forward to that because no one knows what's gonna happen. So yeah, all top 32 gonna be suffering through that.
Tons of rando today, folks. Lots to choose from. And whilst we're doing announcements, if you are liking what you're seeing, give Anatomy Z and Colorosu a follow on. They're both two fantastic runners, both very deserving of your follows and your.
And also humble people as well.
Absolutely, very nice folk.
So we're 2 hours and 45 minutes in. I feel like we should give ourselves a reintroduction with 475 people watching as
Goodness
well.
Gracious. This is one of the tightest and tensest races I've seen in a long time. This is so close.
It's back and forth too. It plays on your heartstrings.
Yeah, like I say, and now is going to finish this pretty much the same time he hands in the Skull Mask, and we were on evens. That's it.
Yeah, ATZ's probably even ahead at that point because he's still an adult and more easily get back to GTG.
Yeah, that's a good point. At that point, it's between do you choose Fire or do you choose GTG, and I think we might get some divergence here. I think we might get one or the other.
But yeah, if you wanted to introduce, wanted us to introduce ourselves, do you want to start?
Sure. My name is Crimson A.
I am GT Angel.
Chimpan Reeve here.
And together we are the commentators.
The Powerpuff Girls. Deep
And
into their retirement.
I'll be Blossom. I'll be
wait,
Blossom.
your Powerpuff Girls? Why did I get the memo on this?
Which ones are you? I picked Blossom.
See, look, we're not the Powerpuff Girls. We were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect.
Yeah.
And Discount, you're the chemical X here because it doesn't happen without you.
So no, I'm thinking like in a real Powerpuff Girls situation, he would be Mojo Jojo, but as he's Discount Trez, he's more like Hobo Jojo.
I'm just putting this meme up on screen right now.
So good.
Floyd, you're amazing.
Oh, I love you people.
It's so adorable too.
Okay, we have divergence, folks. This is what's going to make and break this race. Cola is in Fire. Well, he's near Fire. And Nat is going back to GTG.
That's a nice Zelda's lullaby too.
That's the worst CL I've ever seen. That took a dark turn real quick there.
So Crater Fairy is just a bloopy.
Yep. Right.
In case anyone wants that meme for whatever reason, it's in the social chat again.
ATZ picking up some information from Gerudo ladies. Never know when they might tell you something important. We need an
Where is-
NPC sanity, where all the NPCs give you different items.
Alright, Cola is off to check the Goron maze. And then that is going deep GTG. Oh man. This is gonna make him break this race now.
Chances are, ATZ finds something before Cola, but
I mean, just number of checks wise, the likelihood
Yeah,
of it is.
it works out mathematically.
Yeah. But I kind of like what Cola's doing, though, because if you feel like you're either behind or even, and your opponent's ATZ, who's probably executing better than you, picking the less likely option means that if it's there, you are probably the only one checking. Whereas if you go for GTG, like ATZ is probably going GTG because it's the better play.
Oh,
He's found the letter!
Wait, what?
Oh my god!
But it doesn't mean anything right now. He doesn't have the boomerang.
I mean, there's a check in Jabu, and there's this ice cavern thing.
Oh goodness! What if ATZ finds something as well? What if the boomerang is indeed?
For those of you who wanted a really good start to this tournament, I think you just got it. Here is
This
the
is
roller coaster
incredible.
of emotions that you're gonna
Goodness.
get.
What is this game?
I was then about to say, what if ATZ Boots? What if the boomerang is in fire? What if Boots are in GTG and he has the letter on the hammer? What the hell is going on?
Oh, wow!
Oh my god!
If you need a friend, if you need a seed to recommend to friends as to why to play Ocarina of Time Randomizer, I think this is the perfect example.
Oh
What the
my
shit?
goodness.
This is the representation you want to give them, for sure.
I'm having heart palpitations. This is ridiculous. Whew.
Wouldn't it be faster to take the Lost Woods shortcut to...
Yes. Oh no, he's standing in 20 skulls. He just got his 20th skull
Oh,
in
yeah.
Goron Sea.
Yep, let's see what's there.
If this is the boomerang, I will lose my mind.
I'll buy a gift sub to Boomerang. Gotta drink the Po first, though. It gives you luck.
What?
Kakiri sword?
The Kakiri sword, oh dear.
Oh, that is not required.
No longer required in any seed for the brackets.
Chow fish and let's go.
What is this, 3.0?
Yeah. Nobody told them. They just, like, swapped in freestanding models into 3.0. And, here we are.
Chat rightly pointing out, of course it's required, we need something to butter our toast, and they are completely correct.
A real pro butters their toast with big Goron sword.
Also, chat are debating how you say Kakiri.
Kokiri.
See, I say Kakiri, and that's the way I've
Kokiri
always
as
said it.
well.
I know I'm wrong, but I'm gonna call it Kakiri every time.
I mean, I don't think they've officially said which way it is, but personally, Kokiri sounds better, but that's just me.
But that's like Tidus or Tidus in Final Fantasy X, right? I think
Tidus.
everyone called him Tidus, but his name's Tidus.
His fault for having a bad name.
Oh, it's found the boomerang! The boomerang's in GTG!
Oh my.
Oh boy.
Well, That probably sealed it.
Oh, I mean, he doesn't have the letter, and
Oh, that means that there's really not.
I can't see a Nat doing fire without doing those checks.
And Cola's gonna waste a lot of time. Like, he's going in here. He doesn't have Furrow's Wind. Like,
Yeah, that is officially no mode.
And just think, if
This
they had
race.
just like done this beforehand, like they'd already know all this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but AD is still not technically dead.
Nope.
Though signs are really pointing towards Central Pillar.
Yeah, I'm very certain.
Boss
it's gonna be
key.
Central Pillar.
Yeah,
Though
Boss
the
Key's
chat-
the only item we need at this point, right?
The bet is still open. You are more than welcome to place your bets. Boss key in the Water Temple is still open for bets, chat. We've got Central Pillar, River Chest, and the River. Did I say River twice? Central Pillar,
Dragon
River
chest.
Chest, and Dragon Chest. Yes, there we go.
Where's he going? You need to hand it in first, Cola. Come on.
Also, a reminder: ZSR2 is live, so if you're not being captured by this race, and I don't know why you're not, considering how much of a roller coaster it is, you can still swap over to ZSR2 and enjoy what's it called? Spike Vegeta versus Halgrin with Wooden Barrel as a special commentator for that. So yeah, options.
All races, all the time.
So I think Cola's only chance here is that he finds Furrow's Wind in Jabu or outside Jabu, and then goes back to GTG.
But even then, he's got to go back as child. He's got to go into a dungeon to use Pharaoh's Wind.
That's a third like Hylia hint.
That is the third.
Third,
Yeah, that is
yes.
the third one. So that is both slingshot and strength.
Or potentially hookshot too.
Oh, of course. Yeah, the hookshot was in fishing, wasn't it?
Yeah. Of course, they did it out of logic. They didn't have Fury Sword. It was in GTG.
The Sling and Shatter required bombs, which required the slingshot.
Yeah.
Ah, this seed. ATZ looked so out of it so many times. But
I know Cola is like, he's been ahead and then lost some lead, then he's gained it back, he's lost it, gained it back, and now he's, I think, I can't see him coming back from this. I think, and Nat is not going to do deep fire. He's going to do those 2 checks wave before it. He's gonna go finish off the water temple, I reckon. See if he needs all dungeons. If he does need all dungeons, then he's obviously going to do fine regardless.
So Boomerang was in GTG, and the letter was Goron City left Boulder Maze. I don't know if prayers can help them at this point.
And technically, the hammer isn't even required for that because they have Silver Gauntlet, so the hammer was could just be a big bait.
Man, these Way of the Hero hints were not powerful this game.
Mm-mm.
No, they were not ideal.
Yeah,
Well-
the only one that would be worthwhile, really, was Lake Hylia, but then you had it so stacked you don't know which one to follow as a Way of the Hero. Like,
Well,
Yeah.
it's
if
also
that's
like
what you're going for.
you found them out late enough, and like you were out of checks when you did. Like if you found that one early and kind of committed to it, it would have been good.
Yeah, I was going to say, they found it, like, literally their last 2 checks were Lake Hylia.
But the way their routes worked kind of screwed them in that sense.
Yeah, if anyone were to do the sort of semi-typical from Kakairi Forest to Gerudo Valley into Lake, they would have read that straight up. But because of their routing, because of the way it rolled out, it just happened to be that it was sort of the last thing they needed.
That fake hookshot also hurt them. Like it
Oh,
hurt
that
Oh, that was...
that hook shot was something else.
All of the other things that have just been recently happening caused me to forget about it, but like that was the start of our emotional roller coaster.
Okay, we'll soon find out.
So the only item that's good here is Furrow's Wind for Cola.
Yeah, I agree.
Anything else is bad. It's a bomb bag.
It's another bomb bag. Out he goes. Now, which
And-
way does he go? Does he go fire? Does he go GTG? I hope to God he goes GTG.
We're about to.
I think he
see
goes fire though.
2 checks in the water temple potentially.
This is the dragon chest.
I think the 2 biggest highlights were the fake hook shot and the like Ruto's letter into boomerang pickups. Maybe Annette leaving Shadow as well.
Yeah, and that leaving Shadow and then goddamn bow and long shot just showing up like that for Cola was incredible.
Oh no, Cola's going ice.
Oh no, Cola, no!
I mean,
It's over.
It makes sense, but I don't think you
Oh,
can come back
dear.
from that. Oh, and that's the
Oh,
boss.
it's in the dragon chest! Oh, Cola
Oh! GG.
didn't get it. Oh dear, well, that's it.
There we go. That's go mode.
That's it. Oh, Cola, I feel so sad
It's
for not
not
getting
go
it.
mode. It's no mode, but it's
It's item go mode, right? Oh wait, no.
No, and that doesn't have the letter, but it won't be long
True,
before he
it
gets.
won't be long. I got ahead of myself.
Yeah, he's not going to do fire without doing those 2 checks. No way in hell. If that's the only way that Cola comes back to this, is that he does all of fire, forgetting those 2 sort of hammer checks. But I can't see that happening. I'm so sad he's going to ice.
I mean, I wanna hear these runners when they finish, though. I hope they both come in for interviews, because my God, this seed was a dumpster. And yet, like, I can't blame Cola for the Ice Cavern and, like, for the Jabu. Like, they made sense.
But like I said, it only makes sense if you put the hammer into. Like I say, the letter was behind Silver Gauntlets, not the hammer. You know, you got the Silver Gauntlets first, and that was into play. So
I don't think that matters.
no, it doesn't. It doesn't strictly matter. It's just I thought GTG if it's just the silver case. Just sort of given up on GTG being useful after the silver gauntlets.
I can't even call, like, ATZ lucky this seed either.
Oh no. ATZ has been drastically, well, I wouldn't say unlucky, because he's essentially made bad calls. It's not
They've both been
luck.
lucky and unlucky. Like, this seed has just thrown curveballs constantly.
Yeah.
Oh, the banana was in the fire chest, I think? Or it was somewhere in GTG, not...
It was somewhere quite late. Yeah, it was the fire. Yeah, it was the fire chest. You're right. Now, logically, that is hammer locked, right?
Yeah.
Chat's saying it was the enemy chest, so that isn't hammer locked, I think.
Okay, all right. Oh, right.
Did
Now we see. Now we see. Does a Nat do fire first? I can't see it. Nat.
Nope.
Straight to the Creative Fairy. I mean, you could still forget about the Goron maze, but I find it incredibly unlikely.
Yeah, like the thing is though, I don't think Cola wins. Even if I think ATZ could do all of fire and still win.
Yeah, ice is a long pain in the backside.
It's not just that, but like I feel like Cola would go fire next anyway.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Well, let's see what Cola gets as consolation prizes here in Ice Cavern. Yep, ATZ headed directly for the Boulder Maze.
At least my prediction's feeling a little safer.
Yep. Trez's mad hacks ended up working. He's convinced Cola to take the fall.
And ATZ going to his letter. I mean, I think the play from Cola was smart. Like, if Cola hadn't messed up... I don't know, like... I feel like Cola probably would have lost if he went to GTG anyway, so I think it was smart to go somewhere else, but it just didn't work. But Cola could have won if he just didn't do a few things differently.
And there it
Yeah.
is. Go.
I mean, the problem is like, technically the smart thing would have just been to clear GTG first time. You know, you still had 3 items to go. And GTG is a big space. As soon as you find silvers in GTG, you can essentially clear all of it. So it's like, well, the risky play is to leave, the smart play is to clear it.
You know, this scene would have been a lot nicer if you just, like, didn't do anything smart. Like, think about it, like, you do the normal route, you find out Lake Hylia's, like, Way of the Hero really early. Like, you commit to going beans there earlier, because you get the scale. Like, so you do, like, if you do, like, the normal child route, like, nothing special. Like, you're gonna get your beans really early, you're gonna get your Lake Hylia bean plant really early. Like, you'll full clear GTG when you go there, you'll full clear Shadow, like... It won't be that hard of a seed if you just don't do anything too smart.
That's true. But I guess, like, at what point during that seed would you have chose to dive Shadow?
I think when they did it made sense.
Instead of doing Overworld, like, when would you have been like, alright, maybe Shadow is play here?
I think Shadow's better than Overworld a lot of the time.
Yeah?
Especially because, like, they went into Shadow for those 2 really fast checks, so it was, like, really high value. And then you find hover boots. So, like, there's no better time to go Shadow if you're gonna go Shadow.
No, that is a good point. Cola
Like,
getting...
it's actually
tossed
funny
by
thinking about it this way, like, they screwed themselves up so much by being smart.
Yeah, not following a sort of like a semi-traditional damaged them both.
Fake hookshot was on the graveyard ledge.
Man, that was unbelievable.
Hey Void, is it too late to open up a second ZSR bet?
For what?
I would like to open up a bet for Anat's finishing time within 10 seconds.
No.
Within 10 seconds. Oof.
No, you just
Yeah.
bet for the specific time, and then whoever's closest. Price is
Uh,
right.
I'm still gonna say nah, just because it's gonna be a pain in the ass for me to like sift through those, trying to figure out which one's
Oh,
the
yeah.
Oh no, ice is not vanilla.
Damn.
I think 6 is a good vanilla though. Was it 6?
Yeah. I think it was 5 all told. We had Saria's Song, Song of Storms, Sun Song, Zelda's Lullaby, and Song of Time.
Wait,
I
have
don't
to go
think-
through.
Oh no, and Requiem. And Requiem. so it was.
Requiem.
Requiem, Sun, Storm, ZL, Saria, Time.
Yeah, 6. Wait, did Cola not do... Oh, no, Cola's doing Reverse Wasteland, going to GTG. So at least he's not doing Fire.
See, I think 6 vanilla songs is a good number because that's exactly half of. It would have broken symmetry to have that be vanilla. That's why it wasn't.
That's the most I will probably ever see in a rando, I think.
So yeah, ETZ just doing Jabu Jabu's belly. Nothing too fancy here. You just throw your girlfriend's butt and head onto enemies and switches. You know, like a gentleman.
Yep.
Like a true gentleman.
I mean, you use what you're given at the end of the day. If that's your girlfriend's butt, it's your girlfriend's butt.
Oh man, this scene. I'm glad I got to witness this. I hope everybody in the chat has had as good of a time watching this
Yeah.
as I have.
I've got to say, I've got to thank you for not showing up on time, Crimson, because I
Hey,
wouldn't have been able to be here otherwise.
Blessings in disguise. I'm just glad I didn't go to make coffee before I went to do this because I was up on time. I just got time zoned. It feels bad, but we had a lot of moments that wouldn't have been possible without you here, though. So I'm glad you were here.
Glad to be here.
I'm still here, sad in the corner. Don't mind me.
Busy making memes.
No, I just made the one.
You truly are discount Trez if you've only made one meme.
Excuse me? Hang on. No. Hang on. We need to sit down for a second. How many memes has Trez actually made?
I don't know. I'm out of that loop.
We have Blame Trez, which I don't know if he made it, but like by virtue of being.
Yeah, by virtue of being Trez, he's made that.
Yeah.
Trez is an
now look
embodiment
at
of
all the
memes.
stuff I've made. Don't even say that Trez has more memes than me, because I am the meme lord over here in ZSR, okay? I make the good quality stuff.
Oh, he's doing horseback archery.
Yeah, he's following that ice logic as hard as... Makes sense, you know, if you feel behind, you've sort of got to follow what you've just done. And hope it pays off, but it's gonna feel bad when it doesn't.
Oh, ATZ getting hentied.
Classic.
Man, there's children in this stream.
Yeah, one of them is on the left side of your screen. And now 2 of them.
I mean, if this is hentai, I'm pretty sure it was like 9,000 years old.
I am also a child.
So you're also 9,000 years old.
Only on the weekends.
Rudo's gonna go pick up her counterfeit Sapphire.
And Cola confirming that Epona's song was garbage. I mean, technically he hasn't checked Pose. But I can't see him skipping out on GTG to go and check Pose.
Just to clarify, yes, you can actually shoot the pots. Just by shooting a pot, you gain 100 points. So, that might be an easier method for you.
Yeah, the pots are really easy.
So how the brackets work is that each person will go up. So it's a double elimination bracket. As soon as you lose, you go into the loser bracket. Each match will consist of 1 seed. They play it. Whoever loses, go into loser bracket. Whoever wins continues on. Blah 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 until the end. Where the person who finishes the winner's bracket will have a 1 match advantage over whoever finishes the loser bracket.
Yeah. So So every single person in the brackets will play at least twice. Cola not quite managing to get the rebound off that. Which I've only recently discovered was a thing, and I love it.
ATZ not going for the fast door strats? Or the heart attack door strats?
I can't do that.
I liked when the first time I saw someone just like jump down and not even bring the platform down. I was like, they miss?
Yeah, same. I thought, oh no, they've got to go all the way back round. No, never mind. Way better than me at this game.
Cola got 2 of the wolves, but not the others.
Yep, almost a solid 4 kill.
So can HCZ get the clean Baronade fight?
You know what? There's nothing better than clean Baron.
Ooh, part 1 good. Oh,
Good.
so nice.
Spot on. Absolutely lovely. Really quick boomerang as well.
Mr. Clean over here.
So, Crimson,
Mm-hmm.
you wanted to open up the bets, and what's your guess on a Nats finishing time?
What is my guess on the Nats finishing time? I'm gonna say 3:22:34.
22:15.
21:35.
Ooh. Where's someone with the $1 Bob meme?
I'll just write mine out.
$1 Bob.
ATZ has all of the medallions. Go pick up that Master Sword. Head over to Ganon.
Orion, this isn't a Majora's Mask rando. We can't have that kind of time.
I mean, you could wait a long time if you wanted.
Hey, you can all 378 of you can hang around with our lovely commentary for 69 hours, and apparently 69 minutes and 69 seconds as well.
What was your freeze prediction, by the way?
3:22:15.
3:22:34.
3:21:35.
Okay.
Which I now realise is very unlikely, but it's fine. I'm sticking with. So what if he's only got 4.5 minutes? Quickest Ganon you've ever seen.
Mr. Penguin coming in with the $1 Bob bet. If we're all wrong here, Mr. Penguin wins.
Ah, damn.
No, if it's faster than any of us.
That's true. If it's faster. We got a $399 donation bet from Herd of Bronies. Oh.
Just got his boomerang.
Not gonna be too far behind, but
Cola is now in go mode. Still has 2 medallions to pick up. Gotta go to water, do that. Gotta go to Jack the Jabu, do that.
Yeah.
Oh, to the answer to the prize pool, I believe we're doing monetary. I'm pretty sure there is a prize that Trez is keeping under wraps. I'm not sure what it is, though. So there isn't a specified prize pool yet.
it's a special race. Your prize is a special race.
Your reward is to race further.
Yeah, you get to race Trez. But Trez is blindfolded and guided by the community.
When is the next race? The next race is literally right now on ZSR2. So if you hang around till the end of this, I will host you all over to the ZSR2 channel where you can watch Spike Vegeta versus Halkarin being played right now.
You know what we need? We need a Twitch plays rando.
Oh my god, no.
There's
Oh,
no way
yes.
that can go right.
ATZ not going for the double strats on these Iron Knuckles. You can just get behind them and stab, 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 stab.
You can, and it feels fantastic to do so.
Stabby, 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 stab.
So ATZ has his variant Ganon killing items. Light arrows, hammer, hookshot. Hookshot is the variant here. Normally you will see people bring up the bottle, but if you are a quick spin master, you don't need the bottle. I am terrible at quick spins. I hate them.
I use a 360 controller, and it's god awful doing quick spins. So
I also
Sorry, just in case you can't catch any more of the races today, tomorrow we have 3 more races going on. One between Dotso and Mob Dog, one between Digital Hobo and Bloody Biscuits, and one between 10th Doctor and My Cats. All throughout the day at different timings. Then we've also got Friday. Friday we have Duke versus Let's Clay and Necro versus Larage. Saturday we've got Panuru versus Panoodles.
Whoa! ATZ just did the double quick spin.
double quick spin. Goodness gracious.
Sorry to interrupt, but that deserves some impressive woes.
If you go to the schedule page that I linked in, that's up in the chat above you can probably find the exact timings all there. You will they're all throughout the day, so you'll be able to at least catch one of them. So that won't be an issue. I'll be hosting most of those streams just due to my availability. But yeah.
Not because of your availability, it's because you're so amazing. Come on, you gotta hype yourself up.
You say that, I've been hyped quite a bit down considering that I'm now dubbed discount.
That's
Trez.
that's why you have to hype yourself up. You don't want to be a discount Trez.
I'll hype myself up tomorrow when
on.
I'm no longer discount Trez.
Can I get chat on the count of 3 to help us chant for discount Trez? And the rest of the commentators, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Discount Trez! Discount Trez! Discount Trez!
That was so awfully timed. Holy crap.
That was beautifully timed. What are you talking about?
Discount Trez. It's the Discord lag. It feels good.
If you know what? They should be adjusted to your current time zone.
Anyway, ATZ is on Ganon, has beaten the first phase.
My time is over.
Cola finding the most lovely item.
Those in the sort of 322.30 mark. Maybe 323. Ooh, bless me, sorry. Tried to mute there and failed. I can see
And here we go.
Cola forfeiting very quickly as soon. No one wants to do Jabu if they don't have to.
Come on, finish!
You were 34, right?
I was 15.
Oh, you were 15. Someone was 34.
And I
on
was
the dot.
34.
Someone
I
was 34 on the dot.
I was 34. Oh!
I think it was 33.
I think it was.
But get your GGs in chat for ATZ.
So you're a bit off with your timings because we've got like a 30-second delay on the stream on top of the 10-minute delay. So it's technically 3 hours, 21 minutes, and 59 seconds.
Oh, that's no fun.
That's why I asked for your timings, because I saw it in the SOL chat and was just like just waiting for you guys. Either way, let me go ask these two to come join us in this call.
So did Cola forfeit?
It looks like he has.
It looks like
forfeited.
it on stream.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks
he
like
has.
it. I don't blame him. As I say, no one wants to finish off Jabu. But
He is-
GG to both runners.
He is not close
Yes,
enough.
indeed. GG.
And like I said earlier, give these guys a follow. They are both superb speedrunners. They've hosted a fantastic race today.
Welcome to the channel, ATZ. Congratulations on your victory. Ring-a-ling-ling.
He's here, but not here. A silent victory from ATZ.
Well, at least we have Cola. Hi, Cola.
Hello.
Hey, Cola, GG on that.
Yeah, GG. That was pretty unlucky at the start with the hook shot. I don't know. That was so true.
The hookshot bait was one of the greatest things I've seen in a race for a long time. Like, it hit you
Yup.
both very quickly, sort of like within the same 5 minutes, and you could tell like both of your strats were sort of based around getting that in a bit. It just didn't pay off at all.
Yeah. The routing completely fell apart at that point. I don't know.
Yeah, this was an emotional roller coaster of a seed. Definitely launched by that hook shot, but oh my gosh! At the time that you found the letter, ATZ was in the
GTG.
in GTG and found the irons and the boomerang, like all within the time frame of a minute, and at least just a minute, and all of us were just like, oh my god!
Yeah. I kind of thought it would come down to the decision whether to go to Ice Cavern or GTG, kind of.
Yeah, it was like this. It's one of the closest races I've time. Like, you were sort of 3 or 4 minutes ahead at sort of like
Was I?
6 or 7 times throughout this entire match, and literally like you finished Spirit, and you went off to do the hammer checks, and then into Ice. And when ATZ finished Spirit about 4 or 5 minutes later, he went straight to GTG, and that was literally the only difference in sort of like the entire run, pretty much.
Yeah.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Hey ATZ,
Okay,
GG on that.
GG, congratulations.
Thank you.
GGs, man.
God, that seed was so scary, man.
Yeah, we were talking. We felt like you both thought you were behind the entire time.
Yeah, I felt like I was really behind. My early game routing, basically just all in the hook shot being real in Graveyard. So when it wasn't real, I was like, oh fuck, and like,
Yeah, the same thing exactly happened to me. I was like trying to get songs with the hook shot and stuff, and then going to forest possibly or something, but nah.
yeah, I had the exact same things planned out. Like, I was like, there's no way that this hook shot is fake, because we found basically nothing in Child. So I was like, this has to be a hook shot. And
Yeah,
because I was so convinced it was a hook shot, I like didn't buy enough beans, and I didn't plant beans in the lake, which I think normally I would have done if that was not a hook shot. So that hook shot being fake caused me to go back and do like a ton of extra stuff that I wouldn't have had to do normally, because I would have had the bean planted, I would have done all these other things that would have been a lot safer for
Yeah.
that not being the hook shot. So yeah.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure I would have routed otherwise as well, so I don't know.
And I think ATZ, you didn't see it, but the Gossip Stone at the lake was Lake Hylia Way of the Hero.
Yeah,
Oh, really?
I was so pissed at that because I didn't go to Lake Hylia forever, and then it was like, oh, Lake Hylia's Way of the Hero, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
G-
1 hour,
I mean,
20 minutes or something.
GT Angel even said on stream, like, oh, I can't believe ATZ's not planting that bean, because that could be a fake hook shot, you know? And me and Krim sort of laughed it off. And then when it happened, we were like, oh my god, you can't be serious. So, ATZ, we have to ask, what was behind the decision to bail from Shadow?
That I was just like in panic mode at that point. Like the second that I warped away, I was like, I am so stupid. Why did I do this? Because the only thing that could have saved me was a bow in forest. So like I left Shadow out of just kind of desperation, and I went forest.
Yeah.
And then
I immediately realized I was like, oh god, like I shouldn't have done this because I need a bow or else I'm screwed. So then because of that, I was like, I have to go back Shadow immediately, and then I forgot that I could have just done the hover strat to do like the whole courtyard and stuff. If I would have done that, it wouldn't have been nearly as bad. But I just like was totally freaking out at that moment. So
Did you even have any keys for that strat though?
I can't remember. I know that the first thing was nothing, but the second, like the Stealthos one, might have been a key.
I don't think it was. I
The
think
Stealthos
It was the boss key.
So you were locked out.
Oh, it was the
you were
boss
locked
key?
out in the
Okay,
forest.
never mind then.
But it was like the sequence of seeing that was incredible because Cola was like a few minutes ahead of you at that point, and I want to say 30 seconds after you left Shadow, Cola picked up both the bow and the long shot, and we absolutely lost our minds. We were like, "Oh, I can't believe like you're gonna feel so bad when you go back to Shadow and pick those up like the very next checks." Like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Utterly
no,
crazy.
I just made bad plays everywhere. Like after finding Hookshot, I don't really know why I decided to rush Shadow. Like if I would have just went Forest right there and got locked out or whatever, then it would have been totally fine. Because then I could just go Shadow and be 100% sure that there was something there.
Yeah.
But because I went Shadow first, I like totally screwed myself. Because I was like, wait, Forest is like the better play to do first. So I thought that Cola was gonna do that, and I thought, all right, if I go deeper into Shadow now, and if there's nothing, like say there's a bow or there's like a long shot in early Forest, then I'm super far behind. So like I felt like I just had to go there to be safe, because if there was something there, then I would have maybe saved myself at that point in time. But because there wasn't, I just kind of looked stupid, like going back and forth.
We also had a couple of sweat drops hitting the floor because we knew you would find a bow first, and we were wondering if you would bail on Shadow at that point, which I didn't think that you would, but it was still a thought in the back of all of our heads. We were like, would he bail on Shadow if he found that bow?
Yeah, I mean, the way that I was playing, I wouldn't be surprised that you guys thought that. Like, I don't know. I was just making all the wrong calls everywhere. It was insane.
both of you decided to bail from GTG immediately after finding the silvers.
Yeah.
You even skipped GTG.
Yeah,
to
not
go
yet, I was
across
gonna
the
say.
wasteland.
Yeah, I was going to the wasteland first as well, and then I decided, nah, I can't skip this. I don't even have silver gauntlets. I can't do anything in the Desert Colossus, so why am I going there?
Yeah, I saw that sort of hesitation when you dropped down from raising the gate. You dropped down ready to go, and you were like, "Nah, I'm gonna go back to GTG." Then you found silver. Cola has to feel good about that decision, like, it's just that very split second. Nah, actually, I should check this, and then immediately
that second was great, but in the long run, I actually lost the boomerang, and that's kind of sad.
Well, you both made the exact same call because Anat, obviously, you went straight to Spirit, and then did Child Spirit first, and because you didn't dip GTG at all, then obviously you went back, got Spirit, got Silvers, and then immediately bailed again. We both just completely skipped GTG, and like I said, Cola, you were ahead 3 or 4 minutes at sort of pretty much like most of the way through the race. And it was only
I can't believe that I was
it was only after Spirit that things just went south, because
there were kind of like the 2 times where you lost time. The one was when you spent a long time on the dragon chest in water.
Yeah, that was horrible.
Which was the boss key, by the way.
Yeah,
that was the boss key. I was like, oh man, couldn't believe that when we found out afterward.
That was just unlucky. I was sure I trained that strat enough, but apparently I didn't.
And then the other time was when you finished Spirit and you did like a bunch of child stuff.
Oh yeah, I did that because I felt...
You did the chickens!
I don't know, I did that because I felt so behind, so I needed to do something that ATZ wouldn't do.
Yeah, ATZ, you didn't try the dragon chest before you left. Why was that?
For one, I'm not super confident with that strat, and 2, I think I was really low on shoes at the time, so I didn't really want to commit. I was kind of regretting going there in the first place, because obviously doing it with the scale is out of logic. So I knew that the iron boots had to be somewhere.
Mm.
So I should have just went GTG right away. Like I think going fire or water at all was a bad play at that point in time.
I don't know. I felt like it was a good play because if you find something there, it's great, and otherwise you get information and don't lose much time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking at the time, because I was like, well, if strength just happens to be here, then that's huge, because I can do spirit, I can do like everything in GTG. But it's just like such a low % chance of happening that I feel like I shouldn't have done it. I don't know.
Yeah, you were both getting flack from chat for not checking Shoot the Sun before you left to GTG.
Yeah, I noticed that.
There was some
I was-
mad question marks about what that choice was.
Yeah,
I don't know. I should have checked it. Definitely.
I don't think either of you checked it full stop throughout the entire run, if I recall.
Yeah,
I checked it
never
after I
went back.
cleared water.
Oh, you did check it. Okay.
Yeah, I was still missing letter, so.
Also, we
Right.
want to point out 6 of those songs that seed were vanilla.
Really? Wow, I didn't
Yeah,
even realize.
6. That's like we were comparing it, and like all of the like with the amount of vanilla in here, it was just rando enough to be compared to like a tub of Neapolitan ice cream, where instead of it being in 3 layers side by side, all the vanilla is on top, and the like bottom 10% is strawberry and chocolate.
Yeah, because even the validation rupee was vanilla. It was like it started off the hell like that. Of all things to be vanilla, the validation rupee. The hover boots were vanilla. The six songs. It was like, oh my goodness, this is crazy.
Yeah, those hover boots. At that point, I full committed to Shadow when I saw
Yeah,
that.
Also, ATZ, I really liked your early route. It was very interesting to watch because was very like completely different than you normally do.
Yeah, it was mostly dictated by the hook shot again. Like originally I just wanted to be safe and kind of go do the letter and like chickens and stuff like that. Then I would go adult, and at the same time I would kind of get the Keaton mask. Like that's just kind of a standard opener. Like you go child cack and then you go adult first. It's just safer overall. But then I saw the hook shot there, and I was like, okay, well now I have to go get beans, and I have to plant those beans. So because of that, I have to do night cack now, and that just set everything into motion and sort of dictated my route for like the next 45 minutes to an hour at that point.
Yeah, I was gonna say you were child up to 52 minutes you spent as child 1. It was a very, very long child.
And like the first 40 minutes, you hadn't been to Lon Lon.
Yeah, I was actually planning on putting off Lon Lon for a while anyway in this seed. Just something different that I wanted to try, but again, because of the hook shot, my route didn't work out, but I'll be able to do something like that in a future race, I'm sure. Because it's something I've wanted to do for a little while, just to see how it works.
It's not every day you get a fake hook shot bait on the graveyard bean chest, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Cola, you went to Hyrule Castle pretty much immediately. Was that because of the bomb chews, or was that just something you were planning on doing?
That's kind of a route I just do. I just like to see which medallions I have and go adult, just to go back child mostly pretty soon afterwards.
Yeah, I could not believe as obviously ATZ, you went to the South Boulder chest, got magic, and then because obviously Lens was in Mido's house, you had light arrow in a few minutes. So it was like, oh, I can't believe the very first bracket race where Lens is only required for the treasure chest minigame happens to have the light arrows. It's unbelievable.
Couldn't even do it without the lens. I couldn't
No, you
even
tried.
try.
You tried. You gave it your one
Yeah.
shot, Cola. I did. The chat was like, "What the hell is he doing?"
Well, this was from an audience perspective. This was a fantastic seed to watch.
It was also fantastic to play.
Yeah.
That's one of the best races I've ever seen. It was so close for like pretty much the entire time, and there was points where we had Trez coming into chat saying, "Screw you, ATZ, you're gonna lose brackets. You're going out of this," because you were like 4 or 5 minutes behind for like the entire time. You had Trez worried, and
Totally
Cola
not biased.
looked like you were gonna take it for a long time. It was just such a good good race. So congrats to you both.
Fantastic
for
race.
Such an amazing race.
So I want to point out, looking back, it felt like this was a race you'd do really well if you just weren't smart about it. Like if you did the normal route, like starting route, didn't change anything, you get the like highly away the hero. Like you get your beans because you got your scale early. Like you plant them at like
normal route would be fantastic, but I don't do that.
Yeah. And like if you didn't bail from anywhere, like you'd be fine. Like if you just full cleared everything you went to. Like if you didn't try to be smart, this seed would have been so much easier.
We couldn't believe just sort of you were both down to like 2 checks. That was it. Like, literally, there was no checks left in the game.
Yeah.
You were already hard breaking logic just by the fact you had bombs. We were like, where the hell is something? It was and I think Cola, you got down to literally you had Lake Hylia and 20 skulls. That was it.
Yeah, that was it. Actually, there was nothing else.
Yeah, I think I was the exact same. I just had 10, 20 at that point. But I think I had around, like, I definitely had over 10, I think. So I could have went and checked that, and then it just would have been confirmed that it was on 20. Like, that was...
Just collecting skulls with the bottle you got or something, I don't know.
And the bottle was out of logic.
Yeah, even the bottle was out of logic. Just everything was out of logic because of those bomb chews and beating Goma without the slingshot. It's just like, where the hell is this next item? It was absolutely crazy. We were convinced it was Skull Mask at one point.
But then ATC checked that pretty early.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't check that one earlier. I went back later for it.
Yeah, like 2 hours 40 minutes with Skull Mask. It's like, wow, that's 8 cuckoos and check that one.
Well, either way, thank you for that amazing first race to the tournament. I think that really set the standards for this, and I'm very looking forward from races from both of you because that was brilliant to watch.
That was amazing. So GG to you. Big thanks to the trackers, by the way.
Yeah, big thanks to the trackers, Bladefang, and I cannot pronounce this guy's name. I apologize if I butcher this. It's like BB something.
BB Can 7.
BB Can 7. There we go. What a weird name. Okay. Anyways, thank you.
Just call them out on stream, why don't you? Jeez.
I'm sorry. Either way, they both did an amazing job throughout this entire stream, and I'm sure they enjoyed it as well. Also, thank you to our commentators. Although they were bullying me throughout the entire race, at least it was entertaining throughout. Damn you, Crimson A, for being late to the stream.
Sorry.
Thank you everyone for watching. If you want more Ocarina of Time randomizer, then literally hop over to ZSR2. I'll be hosting it in a second. That's where we're having Spike Vegeta versus Halgarin. If you want to see the special top 32 race that Trez has prepared, that will be in about 3 more hours. Other than that, see you guys later.
Yep, peace out, Cub Scouts.
Cheers, guys. Best of luck, ATZ and Cola in your next matches.
Yeah, thank you.